Hey guys, the mics are hot.
Oh my god, we went live. That was so fast. I was not prepared.
I have one of these things that makes everything just bloop.
Ah, that's beautiful. I love that you do that with the technology. I appreciate you for all the work you do with your technological wizardry.
You know that I didn't know how to use computers before I started.
Jeremiah, that's artificing. That is artificing.
Art? What Jeremiah, I told you not to use fist.
I was artificing.
Hi guys, it's Monday. Welcome to Divine and Conquer's Hoard of the Dragon Queen. It's the Titian module. Yeah. I run out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. And this is about as good as it's getting tonight.
Yay!
I need to be happy for a little bit.
I don't think any of what I had planned is gonna top Art of Fisting. So
you end at a high note. That we've been told that in theater. So that's it.
So, good night, guys.
Bye.
And thank you for joining.
We'll see you next campaign.
See you guys whenever. All right, so hey, now that I completely lost my train of thought, do we have announcements? Do we have anything special to yell into the void?
Technically, we do. So by the end of the month, which is next Monday, we will officially have our second YouTube channel.
Wow!
We'll have Divine Play. Because we have so many Let's Plays that we're gonna be doing things over there. For the first month, it's going to be 3 videos a week, and then we're gonna start switching it over to daily content. But just letting you know that there's gonna be an odd transition period where technically you can go right now and sub to Divine Play. All of our past Let's Plays are still going to be on Divide and Conquer's main channel. The playlists have just literally linked onto the other ones, to the other channel. And anything that is continuing, we're going to continue it on that channel. So stay tuned for that. And then in the future, a third channel. What?
Whoa.
That's it.
What? Third channel? I'm excited.
Yeah, it literally took me all freaking 2 days to do that.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
So, moving on from that, as always, we have our friends at Talon and Claw. We got... Jesus, do you want to say the thing?
Sure, I can do it. Yeah, to give you less words, because you're gonna talk all day. They make these. Look at this. Look at this. Go, look it up. It holds all my dice. Those dice trays, and these beautiful dual hex dice. Look at that logo. Dual hex dice bolts. Butter. They also have DM screens and new spell slots.
Trackers, yeah.
Yes,
cool.
trackers. There we go. I was like, there's a word, which is pretty cool. You put little D6s on there and keep track of your spells, which is genius. They also have
all the spell people.
Yeah, all those spell people.
Yeah, the ones that are like wizards, warlocks, artificing.
Wow, that was
what?
Huh?
I thought you were transitioning to Saturday's stream, which you can watch for the next 14 days or 60 days if you're follow.
That's a smooth transition. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off their merch, which is super dope, cool. And they have a lot more stuff there, Pride Vault and dice and stuff. So please go check them out. They do a lot of good work for realsies.
Speaking of for realsies, what's that comic?
I was like, how is that a transition? Yeah, Alistair though. Like, what up, bro?
That's about as good of a transition as you'd expect from Alistair, I should say. That seems like something he would actually say. So hey, Len and I are working on a webcomic, and it is currently live on Webtoon right now. We upload it bi-weekly, so also if you're a patron, there's a chance that you might see a new chapter on the horizon, possibly on Friday. If I'm correct. No, yes, I'm correct. I had to look at the date for a second. I'm like, wait, what day is it?
Yeah.
Time is irrelevant to me right now.
When you have 5 different schedules you need to keep up with.
That's right. Oh my God. Yeah, so hey, so if you're a patron, which you can subscribe for as little as $1 a month on our Patreon, which we have the link down below on our Twitch, subscribing for as little as $1 a month gets you early access to our webcomic, which we post on Friday for patrons, and for general public we post on Mondays. So you'll be getting comic content before everybody else because you're special like that. You'll also be getting fun sneak peeks and extras. You get works in progresses. You get to see the comic as it's being made. You get to see sneak peeks to what the next chapter entails, which we've sent out last week. We sent out a sneak peek of what the 3rd chapter has in store for you all.
Yeah.
And then you also get fun stuff like for higher tiers, you get character bios. You get a lot more content. We also have our Zesty tier, which is for your you're not safe for the church content.
Wait, is the Zesties here pretty much OnlyFans for Alistair and West?
We did it first. And as always, if you must know that as more characters are revealed and included in the comic, they also will have their own OnlyFans pages.
Yes.
So that is our highest tier. So if you like that variety of zest in your life, consider subscribing. But other than that, hope to see you all on Friday for the early release for Chapter 3 for our patrons, and then Monday for just general public. So yeah, think about checking us out.
I'm not writing that on chat.
Awkward pausing.
I'm not writing subscribe for the Zest here for
somebody riff. Come on, let's
speaking of awkward pausing.
Merch. What? This hashtag blessed? Look at that. Look at these shirts.
We got some amazing.
Yes, we do. We have face masks and baby onesies and flags and awesome posters. We technically have baby onesies. We do. If you want your baby onesie to have the Sea Devils logo on there or
because why not?
Also, just letting you know, something that I discovered. If you just put in tpublic/Divine and Conquer, it only shows you one piece of merchandise. If you put tpublic.com/user/Divine Conquer, you see the entire catalog, which I don't know. And also, our stuff is organized now.
Oh my god.
We have albums.
Organized.
We have a Pride album, we have a D&D album, we have a Dungeons and Doggles album, and we have an Alistair album. Organization, bro.
Organization.
Wow.
We did it.
We did it.
So proud of us.
Or we finally did it.
We finally did it. We're getting organized.
Yes, darling.
Yes.
I was about to click a TikTok video that someone sent me, and I was like, oh no, that's going to play live for everybody.
Yeah, that's what I
Don't
almost
do
did.
that.
I literally almost did that.
It's like, ooh, Link. It's flashy, shiny.
That's gonna do a thing.
Yeah. But no, so Josh and Zephyl, are they here with us?
Yeah.
Okay, they're here with us in spirit. Got it.
We're here.
In silence. And
All right,
now
so-
my word was debunked because I heard the words.
So, moving on to introductions. Hi, I'm Vic. I will be your DM tonight, and every other person that is not any of these crazy devils.
Yeah.
The Sea
Devils, yes. And then next to me is Tab.
Me. Hi, everybody. I'm Tabatha. I will be playing Janva Vohntree, the Drow war cleric. I'm sorry, I play a cleric in another game, and I had to make sure I said the right one.
Cole's not allowed to be in this campaign.
I know. You've already stated this.
He's forbidden.
There's very good reasons for that.
There's a very good reason why Cole is forbidden from this
Yeah,
campaign.
legitimately good reason.
And I'll send the DM a thing.
Speaking of, hey, Jesus.
Transitions. We're nailing the transitions for tonight. Hey guys, Jesus, I'll be playing Foxy as a Tortle Druid, and the grumpiest of grandpas you will ever know.
Next to Fox, as always, we have Jeremiah.
Hello, my name is character. Grandpa, my name is Jeremiah, and I play Birdurai the samurai, an Aarakocra fighter, and he definitely needs his potions.
Oh my god, you brought props with you. Love it.
Props on the props, bro.
Props for the props. All right, and then following Birdurai, we have some fish people.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm going to be playing Ophelia Tormenta, the Tempest Triton cleric, who's very hyperactive and needs a babysitter at all times, on top of Princess Pinky Princess.
I think it's pretty Princess Pinky or something like that.
Yes.
Speaking.
And then my babysitter.
Oh, okay. When you're done, sorry, but there is an important thing I need to say because you said the word Tormenta.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Yuliy. I'm the babysitter.
So, like, for realsies of us here on the golf course, there is storms or hurricanes, depending on what the weather says tomorrow. So please be safe. Please be careful because that is scary.
Yes.
All right, back to the game. Sorry.
So are you blaming Fifi for the double hurricane?
Whoops.
Whoops. I wasn't being watched.
We didn't say when.
I would blame Fifi, but honestly, it's Yuliy's. You can just see Yuliy just like, God damn it. Goes back to sleep.
Turn my back for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
That's coming out of his pay.
it is.
She accidentally
pay?
maxed on her channel divinity.
What?
Galveston and New Orleans are gonna just call Yuliy. You got some explaining to do.
Speaking of money,
Speaking of money.
That's a transition.
that's a good transition. We have a zesty wizard.
Yes, hello. I have been summoned.
He heard money.
Money. It was either money or something else, but
Uh-oh. We can't
Fine.
say that one. live.
That one is the
No.
of only fans again.
that's deep lore we won't get into.
There's only one
I'm Lynn and I
subscriber
play. I'm Lynn. I play Greyson, the human conjuration wizard, and zesty old man.
You have a lot of old bros in this game.
Yes.
Oh yeah, according to Shortbeard, Western Alley has an only bros.
I've seen that. I've seen it. It's a wolf in Future Man. I've seen it when he gets trapped in the 80s. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So let's roll that intro, shall we?
Yeah, let's roll that intro. Let's do Alright, so getting back into the mess that we left off in.
Appropriate.
I think I'm gonna change it up this one time, and I'm gonna make one of you tell me what's happening.
I love it. I love it.
Oh no! I
Brings
just
me back
connected.
to my first campaign 15 years ago.
No.
My Discord.
Literally, it's you, Jesus.
All right, cool. So, last time on Hoard of the Dragon Queen, Xavier was being a little bratty kid who was running away from his dad and having daddy issues. He kind of sprung up. This is Fox kind of getting into character.
Okay.
I don't think I can last that long in a conversation with Fox's voice. Let's do it. So Xavier kind of pissed off a golem, and his daddy was like, "Nope, let's change places." And then we were all like, "Hey, that's a thing. Let's go kick their asses." And then we got on dragons, except for me, I didn't get on a dragon. Little baby ones, the little worms, and then flew over there, and the frickin' castle was floating in the air. There's ogres, and then that one bitch that we killed is not dead. But I'm an ape, so like I'm gonna take care of that really quick. Greyson's about to die. Birdurai is killing people. We have Yuliy poking bitches, and Fifi has a pink dragon, which is they're not pink, but it's I think I'm just colorblind. And Janva's being like, "Whoa, dragons." You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for that wonderful recap.
Yeah. Also, Spud is he's gonna win the day. Know it.
Spud's gonna win.
Spud's gonna
We're
win.
calling it. Spud's gonna get play of the game.
1,000 platinum. Spud's winning. I'm gonna drink some water after that.
It's funny what you said. Anyway.
Wait, platinum for real?
Oh my god. What?
Platinum for real? That's cool.
Man, that was some,
That's cool. I like that. That's really dope.
So, let's jump right back.
It's like the DM in another game. Like, is that what you mean? I'm like, just let the story unfold. But I have ideas.
I know, like trying to DM a DM is always fun.
Yeah, it's like what?
We're just back and forth. He's going like, I see what you did. I see it. Oh. My Irish music. Oh, there it is. There we are. Okay. Throwing us right back into this whole mess.
Oh, I cannot wait. Oh yeah, I summoned a giant baby. Let me go get her stats. I forgot about her.
I was waiting for you to mention it, but I was like, I don't want to interrupt Fox.
Never interrupt Fox.
Oh my god, I forgot about my giant.
Like,
I love how
you also summoned a giant Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah, I did.
I love how excited Fox is about his baby.
I love fucking animals. Not that. Fuck off. I love babies. They're the best.
They're
Okay.
Babies. They're very good. All right, so top of the round. The castle currently floating at about 90 feet off the ground. From the ground, essentially from the ground floor, you are 90 feet in the air as the castle is currently rising. You have been combating against these ogre guards on the ramparts. You've destroyed a few of their what's the word? Ballistas. A stone golem is currently locked in a 1v1 fight with Birdurai.
Yeah, he is.
As there's a giant red dinosaur bird just flying through the area, tearing shit up as it goes.
Baka!
And the storm clouds ahead, above, are starting to form, churn. Whether it be from the rising, you rising into higher altitudes, or perhaps the presence of Ophelia's magic. Hard to say. But she just kind of brings that energy with her wherever she goes.
True.
So, starting at top of the round, Janva.
Yeah.
You are currently out on your wyvern, flying, essentially keeping pace with the same height as the ramparts of the castle.
Where is Janva?
Janva's flying out. She's
right over here.
Outside the castle.
She's flying outside the castle.
Oh, got it. Okay. Just so the audience can see, because I was too zoomed in. My bad.
Whoopsies.
And I cannot remember how high up she was.
You were, I believe, you were equal with the ramparts,
Mhm.
which stand about 60 feet up from ground level, if I recall.
You can use your mini on one of the 3 slots. You can put the 60 feet if you need to.
Yeah.
Moving her over here. And essentially, hold on.
Oh, fuck, what spells did I... Okay. I'm still in B shape. There we go.
Fuck, that's far.
It's 180.
Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was looking for 120, but...
What ballistas are broken?
That would be this one. I believe this one. Check the.
This one's getting damaged. Oh, I'm in the wrong...
Hold, please.
Wait.
Okay, no problem.
This one's damaged, you said, right here?
Hold.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
Then that's
let's ask
fine.
questions on our turn. My bad.
Okay, right before, essentially right as combat was starting, you completely destroyed one of them, so that left only 3 functioning. So, so this one right here is destroyed. This one right here, I believe, was just destroyed, and then this one is the one that's currently being damaged, and this one has been.
Okay. Alright. Then Janva's gonna do... I'm gonna move her... Fuck, where did I have her at? I think it was like right here.
Okay.
That's where she was before.
Right is followed by. So for movement.
I'm sorry, yeah.
No, you're fine.
So she's gonna fly with her wyvern over
Okay.
to here.
All right.
Bonus action, she's gonna cast Healing Word on herself.
All right.
A 6. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, with flying over there, she would probably... I don't know if she would be able to... Her idea is basically to get... Well, there's already another thing that's in the way. Never mind. I don't know. Train of thought was in there.
That's fine.
Shit.
Casted Healing Word.
Healing Word was her bonus action.
Okay.
She moved over there.
Alright.
I guess essentially she's trying to get this one's attention.
Okay.
So
Pew pew.
she can have it take its ballista, try hitting her through this one. That's her idea, I guess.
Okay. Roll me so you're trying to like basically like bluff it to like give I guess gain its attention like you're a threat or something. Is that what you're attempting to do?
Yeah, basically.
Roll me a performance.
Sorry, I'm trying to get.
Okay.
Let me check.
Mhm.
It's probably not going to be enough. Yeah, it makes it a 10.
I mean, that's pretty much just enough.
Oh, really?
Ogres
Really?
are not. From what you've noticed while fighting these ogres, is they are very.
Smart.
They're very intelligent creatures, for sure. Certainly so. So, you essentially casting Healing Word on yourself, and then with your wyvern, you taking your rapier at the same time, you bank with the wyvern as you fly over a good several feet, kind of making a show of essentially like you're lining up a shot with the ballista.
Mhm.
And with that, the ogre just he just like takes the ballista, turning it face you.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, okay. And you cast your spiritual weapon. Is that?
It's basically the dragon maw.
Yes, I gotta get your out. And where are you placing?
Damn it. Okay, 68.
Okay.
She's also gonna have it right here.
Okay, fair enough. That there.
Right there. So that was also another reason for it to try to, like, as something for it to essentially try to hit with the ballista.
Weapon. Okay. Alright, and with that, Birdurai.
Me, I kind of pre-rolled it because I'm just gonna be healing.
That's fair.
Because I'm
That's totally
very,
fair.
very, very bloody.
I couldn't
I'm
tell.
so sorry.
Yeah, you couldn't tell my armor.
I could not.
Oh,
Anyway,
you're. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So what I did was action as a potion,
Okay.
and that's a 2d4 plus 2. I rolled a 4 and a 3, so that's a 7. Oh wait, that's a 9.
I had to cast a healing spell. Okay.
7. And then I did a bonus action of Second Wind.
Alright.
Tap my like yeah. Yeah.
Are you getting influenced by a gorilla on the field?
Oh my god.
And then I actually max rolled that 1d10 plus 6. I rolled a 10.
God
Which was
damn, bro.
Amazing.
Good job. We
I
need
was
it.
so bad.
We
I was
need it.
so bad. I'm very hurt.
Right.
So that healed me for 25 hit points, and I'm back to 41.
Okay, alright.
And that's it. I'm gonna stay here, stand my ground.
Standing your ground. Alright. Next, we have Fifi.
Yeah, can you... I forgot if it was an action or a bonus action. To do a channel to divinity?
I believe you should take an action, if I recall.
Yeah.
An action? Okay. Well then... Is Resmir... How far is Resmir from me?
So, Resmir is actually hiding underneath the bridge. So
Oh,
I just
okay,
have her
yeah,
there
yeah.
to mark where she's at. Same
Yeah.
with Zevia and Greyson. So right now she's hiding
Ooh,
underneath.
whoops.
She has, like, she has, essentially, she's covered.
Okay then. Let me get... Because I still have Call Lightning up.
Yes.
And I can move it. I can do the same point, or I can move it.
I'll say for the most part that since she had been on top and moved down the stairs, you had lost visibility of her.
Okay, then I'm gonna move Call Lightning, still 120 feet within me. I'm gonna move it to the Golem in front of Fox.
Okay.
That guy hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah.
It has to make a dex save.
Okay.
I forgot. Sorry, Ophelia. Okay. Oh.
Oh boy. Okay. So that is an 18 for the dex save.
It's pretty high.
It passes, but it takes half damage still.
Okay, so roll me the damage and I'll apply the half. As the storm clouds start darkening overhead, as Ophelia, essentially using her Trident as a focal point, swings it over, and the lightning just cracks and strikes dead center on the golem.
17.
17. And that's the total?
Yeah, it's 3d10.
Okay, gotcha.
I got 17.
That then?
And then I'm gonna stay on the ground with the Reverend, with Princess.
Okay.
Because we were grounded at one point. I'm just gonna stay right there on top of her still. And that's gonna be it for me for right now.
Okay. Okay. Yuliy, it is your turn. You are currently facing off with an ogre.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the ogre twice.
Okay.
That was a 22 and a 24 hit.
A 22 and a 24? Yeah,
roll.
yeah, sure, that hits. So go ahead and roll me your damage.
Forget that. Performance after
Oh, you have it up.
What's up?
Yeah, I did it last
Okay.
time.
$18 points.
18 points total.
Sorry.
He's looking at someone else.
I'm in my like work mode right now.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So, how would you like to do this?
Wait, how tall is? Obviously, it's taller than me, but how tall was it?
Ogres, they are a large size, so like ranging from like 9 to 10, maybe 10-ish feet, I would say.
So I want to chop off both of his legs, let him fall in front of me, and then punch him in the face.
Okay. As Yuliy, you taking your halberd, sweeping it like with a clean and almost just precise swing as it cuts through the meat of his legs. You hear the crack of bone as one leg kind of buckles under, and then swinging into the second one, and the second one buckles under, bringing him about eye level with you. And you punch him in the face.
Just clock him.
And the ogre just reels back from the hit, kind of tumbling over the side of the wall and falling into the snow, dead.
As a reaction, Fifi's gonna clap.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'm gonna move.
All right, so technically you were on the rampart, so you were up here actually,
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right level.
and then it would be okay. Actually, so from right here, this point, it's about 40 feet to drop down. So if you want to drop down, you can roll me in athletics.
I just want to get next close to the other ogre. Do I just stay on here?
Okay, so you would have to scale up here on this parapet, and that would be about 20 feet up. You'd roll me in athletics for that. What was the roll?
15.
15? Alright, so essentially with the momentum, watching the last ogre fall down, you jog over with kind of like a practice stride. You hook your foot into some of the stone, and then you just hoist yourself up, putting you on top next to the broken ballista, and then the next ogre is going to be on the other side, 20 feet down.
So I'm just gonna look at the Orion back. You're next.
Pointing your halberd. You're next. Alright. Movement. Okay. It is the bitch's turn.
Yeah, bitch.
It's that bitch's turn. Is... do with... Sure.
Of course.
Where did she go?
She is doubling her movement and looks to be moving away.
Okay.
Which, Fox, you can roll me a perception if you wish, with disadvantage because she was in cover. If you were actively looking for her.
Oh,
Which I
yeah.
know you were.
I was.
Which I know you were.
Disadvantage, I have to choose the one. So that is 8.
Oh.
Right? So you did not see her depart from her hiding.
Alright, cool. I'm going into that bridge.
That's fair. Okay.
That's where she
next.
was, obviously.
Alright, next it is Guard Drake's. It is her Doggo's
Doggo's turn.
How high up in the air are you? Just for a question.
Well, me 40.
40 feet, got you. Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
You are
I have
on the ground. First, coming in to attack you.
Bring it. AC is 12 in my ape form.
Okay, good. Attack. Miss.
You should have done the recap on as Fox on ape form.
That's the entire recap. Oop, sorry. Sorry.
Alright, so the second one is also a miss. As
Oh,
this one's
wow,
charging over in the snow, snapping its jaws at you, but you having played enough with a lot of animals with pointy teeth, you know how to just kind of like push their mouth away to keep them from like fully biting on you.
It's just love nibbles.
This is little lovey nibbles, that's all it is.
Yeah.
This one running over to do the same thing.
Sure. Okay.
More puppies to play with.
Yeah, alright. We'll
Alright.
call it that. Fuck, I'm
First
surrounded.
one misses,
Damn it.
Second one hits.
Okay.
Just hit 12.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I'll put it here. I'll put a box just so I know. Okay.
And then is your big bird friend on the ground as well? Or
I just checked. I have no indication that she is flying, so she's on the ground, I guess.
Okay.
Yep, I have no markers on her, so yeah, she's on the ground.
And that will go for an attack.
Nah.
Alright. And what is her AC?
I'm getting that for you right now. It is 13.
13, okay. So both are going to hit.
Fuck. Okay. She's a little bit beefier than. Oh yeah, I already put that on there. Cool. Because my mighty summons.
As it comes round, whips it with its tail. Not as
Is your mighty summon a little bit more beefier than the
Yeah,
other
they
red
get
thing?
plus 2 HP per hit die.
Alright, so 4 points of damage for the tail whip.
No. Okay.
Right, it's gonna be 11.
11 total or 11 so 15 total.
15 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, that sucks. Cool.
That is It is Greyson.
Yes.
Greyson.
Can we see the stone golem from where we are still?
From roll me a perception.
Okay. Hold on.
You just entered into cover under the drawbridge, or just the bridge.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
You are more concerned with your own well-being as well as your studies in this moment.
In the tunic.
And you've got your tunic right, that's correct.
So does he still have the haste on him from last time?
How long does haste last?
A minute, so 10
I
rounds.
believe, yeah, it's a minute.
I want to say when you got hit, or you were below hit points a lot, you rolled.
You
it
had to
when
do
it was-
let's
If I'm not mistaken.
Also, you guys remember you have little trackers on y'all's characters, so you can use those.
yeah. And haste is not
He
concentrated.
he hasted himself after he was hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you still have rounds of it, but I just don't know how many.
I think we were on at this point. I think we were
I mean,
on the 5th round of combat.
the only thing I was gonna make with that is that if he still had it, he's just anxious but really fast.
It's vibrating in anxiety. I know the feeling.
Ah! Yeah. You can't really see anything. Does Xavier look hurt? How bad?
Xavier, he looks to be, for the most part, he looks bruised up. Some parts of his leather armor that he's wearing, like a few of the buckles have been like smashed and torn off from those heavy hits with the Morning Star. But he's still standing, and he seems to be holding himself together a lot sturdier than you are in the moment.
Okay. Grayson's gonna give him a health potion. It's just the small one.
Dad, you should use that. Don't waste it on me.
It's fine. You here. Drink it.
Sounds like Greyson.
Drinking it, you're grounded. And it's just a standard potion
Yeah.
healing? Okay.
Yeah.
Which, on his turn, anything else you'll be doing, Greyson?
Besides vibrating and panic, no.
Okay, got you. Fair enough.
He can't see anything. He's too,
Yeah.
You're
anxious.
worried about your boy.
Yes, exactly.
Well, so he will, on his turn, be drinking that.
Okay. Row ogre is me. Okay, cool.
Alright, so as he uncorks the potion, taking a drink, you see some of the bruising kind of starts to fade a little bit. It doesn't seem like it was much compared to some of the damage that he carries, but it did its job. And
Good.
he just looking at you, just like, I need to do something about this.
You don't need to do anything.
I need to fix this.
What are you gonna do?
I need to go stop it from hurting people. I made it move.
Yes, but you need to think logically about this and not just immediately hit things.
Whoops.
Birdurai, you're outside, but you feel an air of offense. For no reason. Yeah, but this is my problem. I need to fix it.
It's not your problem. It's all of our problems.
See that he gets like this little twinge of frustration and anger that you only ever where you kind of see the other one come through a bit.
Yeah.
That is going bonus action to pop out. Kids.
You're grounded.
Kids.
Can't grab me if I'm dead, Dad.
Jesus oh,
Where's the lie then?
God. All right, and he is going to prepare for his next attack.
Alright.
All right, and next it's the baby boy, the other baby boy.
The babiest of boys.
The babiest of boys. Let me roll his attack as he is essentially one leggy up on the railing as he's like drawing his longbow.
Yeah, go my
Leggy.
son.
Leggy.
Leggy.
Yeah.
Little stubby leg.
Oh man.
Bro, I can't get over your sets.
Oh my god.
So that will totally hit.
Oh god, my neck hurts. Like a mother.
Like a mother.
Like a mother.
Mother.
You have Fifi in the background saying, "I believe in you, Ro."
He feels inspired, but it doesn't do much.
Go my
It's
son.
not enough inspiration to warrant a die, but he feels a little inspired. Damage. Good boy. Turning this ogre into
I'm dumb.
not easy. Do it. And he is going to action surge and fire again.
Ooh. Go my son. I'm proud of you. That's my inspiration point.
Dude, that's cool.
Almost.
Yeah, we got a little baby fighter.
Little baby fighter. He's learning from the best.
Be like father, not 20th.
He's trying. He was close. He was so close. God.
Yes. I mean, what?
Yes. That dude is looking bloody.
Hey.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, and that will be Rose's turn. With that, it is now the goddamn ogres.
All those boys this turn.
All of those boys. Alright! I'm gonna start with the one. Aim. So we're gonna do that one. And then
Which
I'm gonna-
one?
The one with the big ballista.
The one in front of her or the one that she's mocked?
The one with the big gun.
Oh, fuck me.
It's fine. I got hit by 3 of those. You'll be fine.
Birdurai says you'll live.
Leave mass.
I'm gonna assume a 12 does not.
Nope.
Okay, it does not hit. As he, in the moment when swings it around, there's like a bit of a misfire as it just like curves off wide to the left, just completely missing you. I'm gonna roll for the other guys.
It's because Janva is not red.
Right. Oh my god.
That's the real reason.
Yeah.
Howling Claw dice because the one I'm using not roll for shit.
No, keep using that one. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Vic. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Is it fine?
Is it fine?
It's so. I'm gonna assume a 13 does not hit either.
No.
Okay. The next one over here also aimed his javelin. That was a complete miss. Birdurai, I'm gonna assume a 13 does not hit.
No.
Okay, they're just gonna completely miss across the board because I respectively rolled a 13 and a 10. So,
What about this one with his ballista?
which one with whose ballista?
This one.
Again, they rolled. I rolled for them in like halves, so they rolled respectively 13 and 10.
Wow.
Nothing hits, I assume.
Bitches. That's my reaction.
This one will take his move. Die. As this one climbs up to meet you in the middle, Yuliy.
Ooh. It's fine. It's fine. I bloodied that. I helped.
You helped.
I'll finish the job.
And with that,
Those are fighting steps right there.
Fox, it is your turn.
Okay, as Fox is just going to, as a gorilla, point to my baby. She's going to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Move over, fly. See that person's not there because she needs to fly for her speed to work.
Okay.
Regardless of how many feet you subtract, she still has 10 more to reach bitch over here.
Okay, so 19 for the opportunity.
Yeah, that's hitting. Unless my baby dies.
10 points of damage.
Oh, she's bloodied.
Oh boy.
Let me put a counter on her. And she has a flight speed of 80, I counted. This is 70. So she's gonna go and flyby attack.
Okay.
And
Oh
as
my God.
if she does this, she does not provoke an attack of opportunity. So we'll move 10 feet in front then.
Okay.
So let's see if she hits first. As I'm also need to move the camera in that direction. Please fucking hit. You have such a low to hit. That's a 17.
That hits.
Yes, because she did a flyby attack that is 66 worth of damage. As long as she moves 30 feet, she can do flyby. She can do a dive attack. Okay, all right. Let's. Oh, I need one more d6.
So how many feet up is she?
She's gonna land 10 feet down because she has 10 more feet.
Okay. Okay.
So she, at the end of the day, she's on the ground.
Okay, so she's on the ground. Got
Yeah.
you.
I dropped something apparently.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it was, but I heard a drop. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a d6 that dropped. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 25 points of bludgeoning, piercing damage from her beak.
You said 25?
Yeah, 25.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's her thing. That's the only thing they do. And she's gonna go. And Fox in Gorilla is going to, I guess, let's attack. He's gonna try to hit the. This is what he's gonna do. This is what he's doing. What is he doing? This is what he's doing. Okay. He's going to move here, which does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Because he's still within both their threatened squares. But he's not with the back against the wall. And he's going to use his slam attack on this baby here.
Okay.
Should he? No. Wait, fucking, yeah, let's do that. Fine, let's do that one. That is a 11 and a 17.
11 and 7. 17 will hit.
Okay, so that is only 1d6. So that is 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And that's it. He said something insulting in ape, but I cannot, for Twitch, I cannot use foul language.
Okay. That's
Something like cunt or something along those lines.
Oh, he was speaking Infernal. Got it.
I love that that's an infernal word in our canon.
That's the one Infernal word he learned.
Yeah.
It was the one that was used the most.
These
Okay.
things are true. Oh, just letting you know, DM, I did have to roll Constitution saving throw, and I rolled a 13, so he is fine for his spell.
got you. Alright. Alrighty, so it is now Young Golem's turn. I almost forgot about him.
Yeah, it's fine. Forget about
I
him.
almost forgot about him.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Although,
Yeah.
to keep things fairly, that does raise a question. Since this one has not engaged, Fox did not see it as a threat. We know Fifi attacked it. He did move away from that one's threatened square. If
Which
this one, right next to him, if that one is a new enemy on the board, then Fox did provoke an attack.
It has not moved at all.
Okay.
It has not moved. It has not engaged. It
Okay.
is simply acting like a statue.
All right. Cool. Just, because I know it was attacked, so I'm like, fuck! Please don't hurt me. I'm just an old man. I can't do anything.
It's an old man.
It's an old fucking thought.
All right, it's going to. Ooh. Make its two slam attacks. One against Birdurai and one against the boy that has just appeared again.
Bring it. Oh.
23 for the first one.
Fuck.
Nah, that misses. So yeah, it hits. Or is it for me? Then yeah, it hits.
Yes, that hits.
Shouldn't have threatened it.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
I just noticed that Jeremiah has the appropriate name on his Jeremiah DNC's #1 waifu.
Number one waifu.
Oh, I forgot that's still there.
No, leave it. Leave it for daddy.
No, it's not. It's Daddy.
Daddy.
You haven't seen the episode yet. You
It's
haven't seen it
yeah, it's I can look at my schedule and let you know when it's coming out.
And then 24 for the boy.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, of course he maxed.
The 7th of next month. This is where I keep my notes on the little puppy.
And that is 5 damage. The boy. Stop.
Wow.
Ah! As I knock his health down. As the golem, hearing the stone grinding as it moves, whipping its morning star around, catching you with a heavy blow, Birdurai, and then as it rights itself, and then swings down, and you hear the sound of stone hitting a body, then hitting stone. As Xavier just like lets out this noise as he just takes a heavy hit.
Oh no.
Yep.
It's like
He's fine. Janva!
Yeah,
It is top of the round.
Yeah.
The castle is ascending. It is moving another 30 feet up.
yeah, she's gonna try to keep pace with that.
All right, roll me a dex.
My
What? What are you looking for?
my paper
Your papers.
right here.
I am flying as well too, so I rolled
Roll
a
me a
deck,
dex save. Round.
and it is a 16.
30-20.
Pass.
Dude,
Pass.
can Janva see? Well, Janva saw Fox's big bird
You
friend.
literally cannot miss it. But roll me a perception. She is a big, beautiful girl, but just roll me a perception.
14. 19.
19. You see, as Fox's beautiful red friend kind of poking around to look for her chosen target, and then immediately take off towards the staircase.
Okay. So does she see what's going on over
She
here?
saw what was going on, yes.
Janva's gonna reach into her jacket
Mm-hmm.
and pull out the little gift that she was given,
Mhm.
which is the Wand of Winter.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she can make it.
What's the range?
300 feet.
Fantastic.
She's doing this also so it's only affecting Rezmir, and it's not gonna hit the burb.
Okay.
She's casting Ice Storm.
Okay.
A hail of rock hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder, Rezmir, must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And what is your spell DC?
My spell DC is 15.
Okay. 18.
She will still take half.
Alright.
So she is going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, wrong way.
There is going to be. And hailstones turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain. $15. $20, whatever, half of 25.
Okay.
It was 25 total.
So 15.
So
Assuming that she doesn't have resistance to
big old
any of the
freaking
damage.
blizzard over there.
What?
What?
What'd you say, Jesus?
Oh, I was just saying, assuming she has no resistance to any normal damage or anything like that.
We will see.
I mean, this is magical, but whatever.
Magical IQ.
Magical angle.
Alright. Bloodied.
Oh boy.
I have an idea that it will
I
not work.
know
It's,
she's 200 feet away, but Janva's just doing
That's fair. So what so you said it's the radius, right? Or a cylinder.
20-foot radius, 40-foot tall cylinder.
Alright, so it's just
She did it so basic. She did it because
so if I were to draw a shape of it.
yeah, just draw the shape of it.
Light blue.
I don't.
That's essentially like, oh, that's not what I want. Damn it. It's not the shape I wanted.
Yeah, I know. It was like circle.
I know it's a circle.
Circle.
I'm
Things like control or shift or something.
okay.
Alt. Never mind.
Nope. You lied to me.
But hold Alt for circle and / eclipse. Hold shift to snap onto grid.
Nope.
No, that is not what
I'm
I'm
trying so hard.
Here,
What-
I'll help you out. Here.
Yeah. Thank you. As
Is
I
it 20?
God damn,
20.
20, yes.
The bigger one's
Okay.
20. Yeah.
I think that's 20. I just eyeballed that.
That's the point.
That's the point of the storm. Okay.
Yep.
As Janva, you point this your wand of winter as and Fifi, you feel the change in the air as an icy tempest starts to churn far off beyond the gates of the castle, and you see these huge chunks of ice just start to fall and hit into the ground as Resmir does her best to try to kind of just dodge out of the way, trying to keep herself from getting the brunt of the damage, but she can't avoid it all.
And now, basically, the area that she's in is also full terrain.
Terrain, okay, good to know.
And then bonus actions. The spiritual weapon is basically, moving over to this guy right here.
Zoop.
And, the maw's just gonna attempt to bite down on the shoulder.
Okay, roll me to attack. I'm gonna give you
Nom, nom,
control
nom,
of your
nom.
spiritual weapon so you can move it. You
Nom
want?
nom nom. Yeah.
Nom nom nom.
Nom 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 nom. 23.
23 hits. Roll me damage.
1d8 plus spell casting ability mod. 6.
Okay, 6 points total.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just goes nom.
Nom.
Nom, dum, dum.
Nom 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 nom.
So that's the one that's pointing the ballista at her.
Silvery ethereal dragon's maw, kind of like materializing out of the air as it moves up in a ghostly manner and biting down against the ogre. Anything else?
I'm gonna have her move.
Okay.
How far can the wyverns move again?
The stats for the wyvern.
I think it was
so
like 80.
your fly speed is 80.
Okay, 80 gets her.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Okay. So, Birdurai, it's your turn.
Birdurai, I'm bloodied again, but
You are.
I saw Xavier over there. I'm gonna like, hey boy, together, Paul, and then I'm gonna attack twice.
No. No. God damn it.
Look at this.
All right, Jeremiah. Oh my God.
Attack. Second attack.
Holy shit!
Bro.
Does that count?
Well, it's first attack and second attack.
Yeah,
So
because I could have had advantage if I just moved, but I didn't. Okay.
oh my God, my dude.
Confirm the first one.
Not
Oh,
that anybody else needs it, but I'm gonna post a thing. Remember, you guys can do this.
Oh god, the second one confirmed it.
I was just thinking I might need to get my list up. God fucking damn it, Jeremiah. How do you do this?
Jesus
The other one.
Christ.
Why is it always my game?
What?
No, the third one, look at this. The 20 is right here, but it rolled a this.
Hey, remember, audience, you can give advantage to other players so they can pretend that they're doing good like Jeremiah is. Bro.
I can't believe that both of them rolled that.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
ridiculous.
Heck? I need more dice.
I mean, we've had it confirm, like, but I've never seen where someone takes, like, their 2 attacks and rolls both nat 20s.
Jeremiah,
Like the
you can
first.
roll me your percentiles for the.
Oh yeah, percentile for the actual sword. Do I roll that twice?
Technically, you will.
Okay, but the first one was a 53, and
Nope.
the other one is a 96. So
Nope.
no. Okay, and
Right,
the
so
percentile
roll,
for the effect
Yes.
30. Wait, 3 and 2 zeros. That's 30, right?
That's a 3. 2
Three.
zeros. So
Two
it's
zeros?
a
Okay.
yeah. So it's a 3.
So it's a 3. Okay, 3.
So you get to add 1 additional damage die.
So 5d6.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I'll
Is that
just
on the first attack, or is that all together?
just one more die if that's what it says.
Just one.
Yeah,
one
because I
die
had-
to roll.
Because I crit twice.
But
So
the
that's
additional
one
die goes
d6
towards your one where you confirmed.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Bros, if you want, I
Yeah,
can just like
so it is
leave.
5d6.
I'll come back in an hour when you're done calculating your damage.
it's like it is 5d6 because both of them crit. So that's 4d6, and then,
And then
one
one-
additional die, right?
Yep, 5d6.
God, plus 14.
Oh God.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
wow.
Can you save these 20s for
Plus
Friday, please?
5.
Yeah, no shit. Can we have these
Dude.
Friday?
Okay, I'm gonna use Birdurai's dice for
God, we need it.
Do it.
5 plus 5 plus 4 and up to 1.
Yeah, about that for Friday.
Wait, hold on, sorry, 6.
There's no rules saying we can't use other dice.
About that. I'm saying you need all the crits you can get.
46.
I know.
How much?
46.
That's pretty good, my dude. That would have fucking flat out killed me.
Wait, hold on. I did it wrong.
It's
I
only
calculated
sorry.
it
It's
wrong.
I forgot to add the digits, and it's a 2046 now.
No, it's 38.
30. Okay. 38. Okay.
Almost. Okay.
My God.
So high. Okay.
My potential max was supposed to be 44.
Potential max. Okay.
Is it
Please.
dead yet?
If you feel like describing your attacks,
Is it dead?
no, it's still standing.
God dang it. Okay. Well, just for the little flair of it, when I said Xavier, together, paw, I go like that, and then I just fly all the way up, like you don't see me anymore. And then Xavier probably was like, "What the fuck? He just left." And then when you look up, there's like a little glitz, like like a little shiny, and then all of a sudden, boom! Just rain off, just straight line. It's like,
You
man.
just like come down and like in a spinning
Come down.
cyclone attack.
It's like
Yeah,
a
it
red
was-
blur.
Yeah, it's just a little red blur. It was like, I should have followed my dad's training a little more, Pop, or you would have died.
Oh,
That's really all I could do.
okay.
Dang.
I don't have another second wind, so no. Let's just do it.
Please follow up.
Kill it.
Okay.
Please follow up. Not 20, not 20.
Okay. Phoebe should have done this earlier, but she's gonna do it now since it's an action. Into her chat.
All right.
Destructive Wrath. So for next round, any lightning or thunder are maxed out. So next turn, whenever she does call lightning, it'll be maxed.
Any feet damage. Max, got it.
Maybe that.
Yep. And and then I'm gonna have her. her and the little. No, I can do it from right. A fox. I'm gonna look at Yuliy, and then to Fox, I'm gonna, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Fox.
Ooh, thank you.
Since you have like 2, and then the golem just in case. So Sanctuary is gonna last a minute for you. You ward a creature within range attack. Anything that attacks that creature must make a Wisdom saving throw. If it's failed, they have to choose a new target.
Okay.
And that's gonna be it now. Can she see if she noticed where Resmer is at?
Roll me a perception.
$21.
You just have an eye for noticing where the most chaos is on the board. So, seeing as how there was a whole ice storm that just suddenly erupted in the distance, you're like, there she is.
That's
So-
where I go when.
There's a party
I know.
over there, and you weren't invited.
Since I know her general direction, I'm gonna go. Me and pretty pinky princess are gonna move to. Oh, not there. They're gonna move over here.
All right.
Okay. And I'm just gonna have her go straight there and then land.
All right.
She's on the ground.
All right.
And that's gonna be it for me until next round.
All right. Yuliy, you're up.
It's always so quiet until he speaks.
No. He's calculating.
It's the
Thinking of
edge.
how many different ways he can dice up this ogre.
It's the edge speaking.
He's calculating. Am I gonna
just-
follow
I
my
just see him
mark?
standing there, just kind of like leaning on his halberd, and he's just like,
Like I'm supposed to be babysitting, but there's
Yeah, I
something
flew
to
off.
kill here. But there's something to kill here, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack that one twice.
all right.
Uh, 25 and a 24 damage.
Yes, sir. They absolutely hit.
Oh.
$17 points.
17 points? Okay. He is looking really rough. As you spin your halberd in an arc, slicing once across its chest and belly, and then going for like a horizontal slice through, it kind of like, with a thick hand, covers the wound on its stomach. Ow! I'm gonna hit you next.
Yuli's just gonna mock him. Oh.
Aww. Hurts my feelings.
Fishus Mockery.
Fish. Fish is mockery.
All of us and no one. Fishus Mockery.
I hate this.
Somebody write that down. That's the episode title, apparently.
Fish is mockery. Writing it down.
All right. So that's it for you, Yuliy.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's Resmir's turn. Naturally, she.
I'm only 200 feet away, but
No, I know. She knows. She is.
well, I'm not 200 feet away now.
Let me zoom out.
I'm 125.
Difficult terrain, right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 5 feet and then done with the full terrain.
Yeah, out of it. So she is going to, since your burb is right there, impeding her path, she is going to make her attacks. Again.
And probably kill my bird because she only has like 12 HP or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, they don't have a lot of HP.
It's fine. It's gonna miss.
Like,
Gonna
Fox
miss.
has more HP, even with her having magical abilities to gain HP.
Miss.
I mean, if she misses, great. But I don't think so.
Miss.
Like, I really don't think so. Because I had a
But
plan.
Raise miss plus is to attack. It's a plus 10.
I mean, probably, to be honest. Probably.
Okay. I just had to read something specific just to see if it'll.
She doubles her damage on birds, specifically birds that size.
If how many attacks she can do? That's all I needed.
17.
I mean, it could be a ranger with a giant slayer.
Right. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, Yuliy, sorry, your card's still up.
Oh, plus. Okay. Roll that twice. Fantastic. So that is 9 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and that is 6 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, that's it. Bam. Yeah, she only had 13. Yep, she poofs.
Oof.
Alright, and she will take her reaction to look back in your general direction, Janva. Nice try, love. And she's going to continue her movement.
Damn, sucks.
That was a good plan, though. Yeah, Jesus.
I know, I have another plan that cannot work.
Right.
As I feel the tether from my bird go when
Fox is just like adding to the list of things that
I
piss him
love
off
how
about her.
both you and Steph are calculating how far away she is.
Clerics are scary, guys.
Yes.
just saying, good thing we have D&D Beyond in all this time, because, like, you know, also harsh Jesus DMing and be like, bro, you're 6 seconds, you're not counting how many feet you have, like, where's the epicenter of your spell? But D&D Beyond, oh no, we can
D&D
calculate. We
at all
have
that
rulers. Yeah.
Alright, Fox, so it's
Okay.
the guard drakes, so they are going to attack you.
Fucking bring it. Wait, no, I have 12 HP. I mean, AC, fuck. Don't bring it so hard.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Oh my god.
I just pulled a Birdurai.
oh shit.
No.
Bring a bitch, fucking rock. Let's do
Wait,
this.
both of them?
Both of them.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled for 2 attacks, and I crit on both of them.
Fucking bring
Yes,
it.
sanctuary.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, Sanctuary.
They have to roll wisdom saving throws to see if they even hit me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I knew it.
Fifi just knows.
So yeah, okay.
That's a flat 15.
Say again?
I think that hits.
Flat 15. It's a flat 15.
I think it still hits, so.
It still hits, but it's does it do anything?
There we go. Sanctuary. I think they hit. If they pass the
Yeah.
save, they hit me.
Yeah, it's only on a failed.
Okay.
Yeah, and my DC is 14.
All right, so that was the first. That's the first guard drake with its 2 attacks. So, oh boy.
Yep.
Roll for his tail attack first. So that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Okay. Got 6 more temp.
And we do his bite.
Okay. Excuse me.
That's 12 points of piercing damage.
So 6 carries over to me. So I'm back as a fox.
You're back as a fox. Now for the second one. As I roll his wisdom save.
I'm gonna be like, bring it.
So he rolled a 6.
So you
Like-
must choose another target or lose the attack.
Alright, he's going to attack his friend. Let me roll his attack.
I mean,
Of course, that hits, and both hit, so he's going to attack his friend.
okay. DM,
Like, you say to me? What you say to me?
you,
I heard you say something about my mom.
yes,
Wait, what the?
you must choose a new target or you lose the attack.
He did. He chose a new target.
Or you lose the attack.
I know.
Okay.
This is the only other target that's in the area, so...
You can choose not to hit.
I know that.
Okay, cool. All right, making sure.
I know that.
I don't want it a fucking handout. Kill these on my own. I don't. You do you. You do you. That's Fox speaking. Jesus is like, fucking kill him. Fucking do it.
I'm just doing what the animal would do.
Yeah, of course. Of course. They're not highly intelligent wizards calculating 15 fucking things at one turn. With all these numbers going through their heads.
These lizards are super fucking intelligent. They're super goddamn computers.
Yeah. Oh wait, I need to get rid of this because I'm no longer an ape boy.
1 whole kilobyte of RAM.
Dang. Alright, how many fucking spells do I have left?
Lady. Okay. Next. Oh, I got one more. He is. Meh. I'll roll for his thing. Okay. Because he was looking at Fox, thinking of attacking, but with Sanctuary, he failed it, so he is going to just sit on the ground. Just kind of look like as his as his other two I guess I'll say litter mates are kind of like attacking and nipping at each other and making aggressive growls. It's like I'm gonna sit this. As you just kind of hear him just like I'm this out. He kind of like sits down and kind of like tucks his paws in a
Alright, makes sense. I'll make sure to give you a treat in a minute.
Draconic loaf.
Yeah.
Dragon loaf.
Dragon loaf. He loafs like a cat.
Or a bun.
Or a bun. More like a bun loaf, that's what it is.
Bun loaf.
Okay. Greyson, it is your turn.
Greyson.
Oh yeah.
Panic.
Zoop.
He's just gonna be super mad and step out from here. His arms are crossed.
Oh no,
Damn it.
disappointed dad pose.
Damn it! Okay.
I want to use reaction. Birdurai is scared. We're like, oh no, you in trouble, boy.
Birdurai, how far in the
He's in
air are
trouble.
you? Never mind, sorry.
No, I'm
I'll
at
ask him.
40 feet away.
Okay.
He is tapping
40
that
feet,
foot.
basically.
Let's
Okay.
see. Is the stone golem considered a creature or is that an object?
It is a construct.
It's a construct. Okay. Is that any different from a creature?
Yes.
Cool. Can't do that one then.
I mean, you're welcome to
He's-
try.
No, he is going to give a very loud, dramatic groan,
Oh boy.
and he's going to cast haste on Xavier.
Okay.
Now Xavier is bright, baby.
And it'll last for up to a minute. Blah blah blah. Target speed is doubled. He gains +2 to his AC and has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and he gains an additional action on each of his turns.
Additional action. Okay. All right. Okie dokie.
And
6
then
rounds
he's
left.
gonna point at Xavier to let him know he's doing it, and then he's gonna be like, "We're talking later."
Oh, dang.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Dad.
But please don't die.
Aw. Thanks. As he's as Xavier, there's he just like suddenly just like bolts upright with just like this sudden wave of energy. He just like looks to you, Greyson, just like, oh, okay. And he is going to turn around and do his attacks.
Yeah, it is Xavier's turn right after.
He's right after Greyson.
Beep.
Actually, I want.
Okay.
I have to make the colors match. I'm sorry.
Like, you don't want this one?
No, I want the colors to match. No, that dice would fuck me up, and I know it.
My giant D20.
I know what. Listen, that's not the correct domain. Righty. That's. That's a hit. That's a hit. And that's a miss. 2 attacks hit. That'll do it.
Ooh.
That'll do it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Hey, Zevi, how do you want to do this? As Zevi, he starts to just vibrate with just this magical energy. As taking his sword, he kind of like gives it like a little flip in his hands. As he looks to you, Birdurai, with a nod. Together, and swinging in with this heavy one-handed hit. His sword cuts through the stone of the golem's shin, and you see the cracked spider as dust kind of flies out. And kind of akin to how Yuliy had essentially dismembered the ogre, the leg underneath the golem slides off from such a clean hit, and the golem kind of falls to one knee.
Nice.
And then using the momentum, Xavier switching to two-handed as he takes his sword with this overarching swing, letting out this a roar of exertion as the sword then cleanly, almost like a hot blade through stone, cuts straight through the golem's neck. And there's a moment where nothing happened. And then the head just slides off the neck. And the golem just slowly crumbles into dust.
Golf clap.
Oh no!
Fox just looks at him.
Birdurai is starting to do a slow clap too.
See, Fox. Yeah. Yeah. I love when the giant creatures get the X and it's like half the fucking board.
And Xavier looks to Greyson, just... So you wanted to talk?
In the middle of something, are you crazy? Later.
And with that, it is Ro's turn.
Bro!
Other baby boy, kill it.
Meh.
His war cry, as we call it.
Meh.
I'll point my sword towards Ro, and it was like, kill it.
He almost got it.
Not really good odds.
Almost get a 20. One more level of fighter, and then he gets.
I saw it go like that, and then went meh.
Meh, yeah, meh.
That full hit. Or am I losing? Emax. Very good. Oh my god. As Joe essentially kind of hopping up onto the stone, he takes an arrow, knocks it, and there's like a moment where he kind of holds it, lines it up, and then when he lets the arrow fly, the arrow pierces straight through the ogre's right between the eyes.
Hell yeah, dude.
You just see like this spurt of blood as an arrow just like shoots clean through, and it's like its head lolls back, and then just like falls heavily onto its knees, and then falls over next to dead.
Look at the baby boys. Both of them.
Baby boy.
You're like, ow.
Ow. That one hurt.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
that smarts.
Look at the baby boys killing things.
He's doing so well.
So happy.
That up down. Oh, let it. Yeah, not good.
Oh,
All right,
all the fucking ogres that are left.
couple points of damage as he tries to hop down. For a moment, it looks like he's trying to leap into the air to fly, but then he kind of like loses his momentum and he kind of falls flat onto the parapet as he does like a tuck and tumble and like kind of comes to his feet like, I meant to do that. Just kind of brushes himself off.
I can't see him, but I'll be like, yeah!
Oh, how Rogue gets the more enthusiastic clap.
For the reasons.
Good reasons.
I have full faith that Xavier... Fox! Maybe not Jesus. Fox has full faith that Xavier knows exactly what he's doing at all times now. He had a talk with him one time like, a couple of weeks ago. Therefore, now he's a full-grown adult. Greyson doesn't think that, probably.
He is a boy forever.
Young lad forever.
He's come on. Grayson's a dad. He's just
Yeah,
like
of course.
they're my babies forever.
I
no matter
yeah,
how old.
exactly.
So this ogre, jumping off to land into the snow. You see him kind of like land heavily on one knee as he just as that probably was not good for the knees.
No.
Falling out, I guess. I'm like, should I conserve my spells or not? Alright, I guess I'll do that. No idea what's happening next, so I'll do that.
Also lands.
Of course he does.
Down. All right. Pops.
Everybody's just jumping down.
Yeah.
All the action's happening.
Damn. Should I do that?
Are you plotting?
Birdurai does a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is. That is 11 points of piercing damage.
Yeesh.
As this one still on the rampart kind of hefts a javelin, throws it as it as for a moment you're feeling confident, you're feeling good. Xavier did it. He defeated this stone golem, and then a javelin clips into your side, piercing your flesh and armor.
I'm gonna look at that ogre, and then with the little beady eyes, zoom, like just close my eyes a little bit, like
Look how calm he is.
and just going like this, like nodding my head. I got you.
Okay, all right.
Like, oh, I see you.
I see you. Okay. All right. Let's see what's happening. And this is Janva. As you flying over with your wyvern, you hear the sound of stone cracking as another ballista was fired in your direction. The javelin hitting and piercing into the stone right before you, but overall just missing completely.
You just see her look back for just a second.
Oh yeah, just to know.
Girl got a mission. Has a mission.
She has a mission. Up. Okay, that will definitely. Yeah, that hit boy. That boy.
Honest.
As another ogre kind of climbing up to get a better vantage point as he aims a javelin. Birdurai, you see this as you're trying to level a glare at the one next to it. And you see this the javelin arc over and then catch into Xavier's shoulder as he takes a hit.
Okay, yeah. What's your response?
And these are big javelins too.
Yeah, okay. The ogre's jumping down completely changed my what I was gonna do. So I'm like, ah, fuck. Okay, I need to conserve spells now.
Does a 25 hit Janva?
No, why would
That
it?
hits.
Okay, of course not.
That actually hits.
Nothing hits Janva.
Full plate
ever.
armor plus 2 tower shields. Why would that?
That'll be 11 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit. Okie dokie. Crap.
Okay, cool. Turn to. Oh fuck! I keep. Sorry. I didn't hit the keyboard. Let's zoom in a little bit.
You're up.
Fox. Okay. I'm gonna be like, God damn it, you fucking God, and I'm gonna grab my little fishy that's floating in the air, move it 10 feet up, and slightly downward, because I can control it in a 60-foot motion. So it's gonna move over here, and I'm going to cast. Wait, how far are you? Okay, cool. You're within range. I'm going to cast. Wait, fuck. Are you? Healing word is 60 feet.
Yep.
All right, cool. Healing word. I'll cast healing word on the wizard boy. The reason why is because he's probably the lowest of HP. So, wizard boy.
You are correct.
You. Oh, God damn. Again. It's a 1, and I'm sorry. So that is.
Boy.
So you get 5 points of healing.
Great.
And additionally to that, everybody that is there, so that is a Wyvern, Janva, Birdurai, Xavier, and Greyson again, gets an additional 6 points of healing.
Oh, bless you.
All right.
My HP's at 12.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm not even 1 digit anymore.
That was
Oh my god.
that was as okay. Then I'm going to attack with my staff of the adder to the same guy that was attacking me.
Hey, Vic,
My
how much
snaky
HP
staff.
What wyverns have?
What?
How much HP do
They have 110 HP.
Okay, thank you.
God damn.
That's not
All right.
Chunky.
Too.
Damn.
Where's Wait, do I? I think.
Pretty
You can make a melee attack using check the attack. Your proficiency applies. Wait, but am I using my regular strength? I'm sorry, I should have wrote this. You make a melee attack with your snake, which has a reach of 5 feet. The proficiency bonus applies to the attack roll. Okay, cool. That is on it. Okay, cool. So just a regular attack. So it's like using my great club. Got it. So that is +6 to hit. That is 19. 13 plus 6.
That hits.
Cool. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Cool. You said con save of what?
15.
That fails.
It fails. Okay. So first it takes what is my strength 3? So it takes 7 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then unless it's resistant to poison, it is taken. That is a 1, right? Yeah. Okay. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8 points of poison damage.
All right. From what you can see, these boys are blue boys.
Oh, am I dumb? Am I dumb? No, I couldn't know how to reach myself. Okay.
And you said how much for poison?
8, I believe. 5,
Alright.
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
8. Yeah, 8.
And I'm going to yell, "Don't let them surround you!" They're going to anyway, though. And that's it.
As Fox is already surrounded in a way.
Yeah, that's why you moved.
All right, and
I believe, yeah, that's it. Attack, yeah, move. I can't move. Well, I choose not to. But yeah, that's it. It's my turn.
okay. All right. So back to top of the round since Stone Golem is outie. So another 30 feet up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, deck save?
Yep, dex save if you're in the air.
Oops.
I
Sorry.
am.
Shit, that's too high.
Save.
That's.
You're now 150 feet in the air.
I failed.
16. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I failed.
What'd you get, Birdurai?
Put it there.
7. Like, I am 40 feet up.
You are
Just a
40
little
feet up.
mark. Just
Okay,
a little
so
mark on mine. I
Realize
don't know
you are
if
now.
that's
You
matters.
realize you are now hovering about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. I thought it was just like smack.
Now you are 40 feet off the ground. Therefore, it's you find yourself. Oh wow, the ground's rushing up real quick.
It's flying too.
Could be. Could be the blood loss.
Yeah.
Okay, Janva.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like
No, you're fine.
remind myself.
All right. That'll be Birdurai and then Fifi.
Okay.
I feel like Fifi already has killer gameplay, and I'm afraid.
There's already a plan set in motion.
Jump
for
just
you.
being like,
I
oh
see.
hell no, you're not, just no. Hell no. That's like after hearing what Resmir said. Guiding bolt, 3rd level.
Okay, go for it.
Phew.
What'd you get? What'd you get? You got an at 20? Roll me to confirm. Nope.
Confirm with the 10.
Confirmed with the 10. All right, that's still double damage.
Hold on.
What?
That's 12d.
That's 12d6. Roll me damage.
My God.
Holy shit!
I casted it at 3rd level.
Janva wants her gone. It's gonna happen.
If Janva
Hell
wants,
yeah, she
if
wants her
Janva
gone.
wants to cancel a bitch, she'll cancel a bitch. End her whole career.
What do I have? 3?
Again.
79.
Again, that's true.
While I'm over here calculating.
Hey Jesus! 12d6 of damage. Janva, guiding bolt, 3rd level. She also crit. That's a
Also, my
crit.
mic was off. But yeah, that's a nice guiding bolt, bro.
Dude, that's a crit.
Freaking Jesus' face though. It was like 12 these things. Oh, that's great. What?
So you're like, wait a minute.
I was like, wait, what spell was that? What did you do? Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, were you a rogue with sneak attack? What's happening?
Did you multi-class rogue and paladin, or did you do the bard paladin thing? But it's like, yeah, sure, if that's what you want to do. Like, I want to maximize damage, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, alright. Oh god.
Hide.
Bonus action, hide.
That's 38 points of radiant damage.
You said 38?
38.
Nice.
So how would you like to do this?
Oh,
Are you shitting me?
God.
How would you like to do this?
Bro.
Again.
Bro.
Again.
Bro.
She's gonna use her rapier this time to basically aim it. Hey, Resmir, 3rd time's the charm.
Kamehameha.
As... Okay.
That's how she'll just put it.
As you yell, 3rd
Yes,
time's the charm. You see her essentially run. Actually, roll me an insight. Do that for me. Roll me an insight.
She's like, don't worry, I got 4 lives.
30-20.
Okay. As you see that she was desperately, frantically almost, trying to run for her life, trying to flee up the steps as fast as she could, heading towards this tower. That by whatever means she needed to get there. And as you call her name, hey Resmir, 3rd time's the charm, she turns to look at you. There's just this ugly, hateful snarl on her face as she's about to spit something back at you. And you thrust your rapier forward in your practiced riposte stance, and there's a moment where it's the radiant energy that gathers at the tip of your rapier almost forms that of the same maw that your spiritual weapon has, as it opens, and there's just this cacophonous roar that comes with it as you shoot this beam out. And it hits her square in the chest, burning a hole straight through, exiting through the other side, and she staggers there,
Nice.
holding the hole in her chest as it starts to disintegrate to ash.
Holy shit.
And then the rest of her starts to crumble with it as she is basically disintegrating to ash, and she crumbles into a black soot pile. There is no more.
Oh, fuck. Fatality.
You're gonna hear a fox. Did you hit?
Did you hit it?
As the rest of you hearing what sounded like almost like the roar of a mighty beast, just thunder out across the sky.
Yeah, Janva's just gonna respond. She's dead.
Just that calmly
Are you sure?
through 1,000 feet away.
She'll scream it.
Okay.
I guess the same volume as Fox.
As speaking in a normal room tone as Fox, as she has learned.
Yeah.
When that happens, I'm gonna look up towards Spud. What did you do?
Roll me a perception.
Everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I'm great at that. 11 for me.
11 also.
30-20.
19.
22. I rolled an 18.
As
Got a
you-
6.
Grayson. Okay.
Sorry, Grayson.
So everyone except
Yeah.
Grayson.
Oh, the 11 passed.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
It was really
It's
not
not like
hard
the
to
DC
miss,
was
but
30.
but in Greyson's case, it really was something to miss.
He's scared. His
I
boy.
mean, he's scared. His eyes are on his boy, taking in just how battered he is. So for everybody else, as you hear the sound of this thunderous, almost metallic roar, looking skyward to see, oh my god, what the fuck was that? Was that thunder? And you see for a moment what looks to be this shadowy expanse of wings covered by the clouds. Like almost, well, shadowed against the clouds, I should say. And Fox, when you when you look up and specifically to address Spud, you notice these shadowy wings against the clouds.
Wait.
And then you look to Spud and you see his eyes are also skyward.
You're just gonna hear Fox like he's just laughing. Like he's a madman.
Yep. As I sent a thing. Perfect.
I knew that one. That's why I was surprised with the other one.
And then
New is a hard
just as
word.
quickly as it appeared, the wings fold and fade into the clouds.
So
And
excited.
with that, Birdurai.
Bird
It's your
boy.
turn.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Yes?
I got lost at my trainer shop because of that freaking dragon.
I thought you said Fox, not fuck, which both yes.
The freaking dragon shit. This is the guy that hit me, right?
Almost like this is Hoard the Dragon Queen.
Yeah. How tall is this thing again? 40 feet.
40 feet up, yes. You are 10
So,
feet off the ground currently.
10 feet, so I'm gonna fly 30.
Yep.
To
So-
make me 40 feet up again. Oh, I never marked the 10 feet. Okay. 30, 40, 30, 35, 40. God damn, I can't reach you. Never mind then. Fine. Fine, you're next then. So 10 feet, 5, 10, 15. I'll just do this then. I guess you'll do just
I guess
fine.
you're fine
I guess
for now.
it's fine, Paul. Coming for you after, Paul. 2 attacks. Oh, that's not a 20. Wait, what was my pluses again? Okay, it's dirty 20 and what is this other one? 14 plus 8. Math is 24.
You both hit.
Dirty 20 and 24. So me, ooh, that's max. No, not really. 25. Total 25.
Alright, 25 total. Gotcha. Second.
Oh, shit, I should have done it. But because I'm very hurt, I should have done it beforehand, but I'll do it anyway. I hit anyway, so
Yes,
it
you
don't matter. But I'll just bonus action my fighting spirit right now because I'm hurt.
Hurt.
Yeah, just so that I have the resistance. That's the last for the day.
Alright. So as you come swirling in like a cyclone, 1 hit, 2 hit, cutting into the ogre, you're doing a considerable amount of damage. And with that, Fifi, you're up.
Yes. Since I saw Janva take care of business,
Taking care of business.
Fifi's gonna do her call of lightning. The 2 ogres next to each other on the left.
Okay.
Not letting me click. I'm gonna do it right in between. Yeah. Right in between them, so it affects both of them since it's a 5 foot point, I
Okay.
guess. They both need to do a dex save.
All right, and which 2 ogres again?
The 2 to the left. That are
Tweedledee and
closest.
Tweedledum. Got it. Okay. So Dex save for both. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. Ogres are the most dexterous of the giant. Just so you know. So that's a 2 and a 9.
Nope. And my channel divinity from last round makes it max, so they each take 30.
All right.
Proud
Just
of
like that.
That's easy math for me,
And this
Hey,
channel.
guess what? You get this.
as they are both bloody.
Hey, does the channel divinity for that one, does it just like last a round, or I didn't really see the specific. If someone can look it up.
I am not entirely sure on that. That's
Okay, I'm gonna
something
double
that you can definitely Google while waiting for your next turn.
Okay, and that's gonna be it. I feel safe where I am.
You feel safe. All right, you and pretty Princess Pinky feel absolutely safe. As she is currently nestled on top of the stone bridge, just kind of like preening herself as you're just literally decimating everything with lightning.
I'm in my element outside, finally.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Yeah, and as you and as you're essentially channeling into your divinity, you just hear a roll of thunder that follows afterwards. And for a moment,
Like a little roll of thunder hug.
like a little roll of thunder hug, and there's a moment where the air it smells like with that same alkaline smell of lightning as it's casted out, and then afterwards there's a brief waft of sea salt.
I'll be like, this is for you.
For you, man.
That's right. Oh my god. Perfect. Alright, Yuliy. It's your turn.
Okay. How far is the drop right here?
From where you're at currently, that's a 60-foot drop.
Put it down there.
Yuli's gonna go down here first.
Alright, so that is a 20-foot drop, so that roll me an athletics for that one.
17.
17, you can stick the landing.
And then he's gonna jump down there.
Okay, so roll me another athletics. So that's a 40-foot drop.
That is a 19.
You're just so good at tumbling. As you kind of racing against the wall to slow your speed, as you, at the last 10 feet, you kind of hop off, you tuck your shoulder, roll, and land ready to fight against these 2 ogres that Fifi is currently electrocuting with her lightning.
Yeah, attack.
Alright, roll me your attacks.
I warmed them up for you.
Literally, she did.
They're a little crispy around the edges.
16 and a 25.
Both hit.
Nice.
Roll me that damage.
Damage.
I don't know if I'm reading this right on Channel Divinity, but I guess when it's used up, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
you
used
get to take a rest after you use it.
Yeah, a long rest.
Yep.
to use it.
16 points.
How many points?
16.
16. Oh my god, I'm like, you did what?
6-0.
60.
6.
God, I was like, Birdurai? My god, he is hanging on by a thread. As you tuck, you roll, taking the momentum of hopping to your feet, you slice up across his backside with your halberd as it cuts into his spine, just kind of doubles over, leaning against his great club. He does not look good.
Nice.
Like, ooh, you're lucky. Lucky boy.
All right. that, Rasmir is no more, so it is the guard drake's turn. One of them is going to continue loafing on the ground.
Aww.
I'm gonna give him so many pets.
As for the other one, Sanctuary, how long does that one last?
A minute.
A minute? Okay.
Yeah, this will be the second round.
Alright, I'm gonna roll, we have to roll their wisdom saves. And they both fail, so they are going to not do anything. As they're kind of like nipping and hissing at each other, they kind of like stop remembering that Fox is there. They move to attack, but then they just kind of like balk back, and then they just sit on their haunches. Just look at you.
Good. Oh, I'm gonna talk to them. Yay!
Okay, and that, Greyson, it's your turn. Zesty boy.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
God.
He is going to stare at his son as he walks forward. He's gonna do like the pointing in his eyes, pointing in his, like watching you. And he is going to cast command on this thing in front of Birdurai here.
The ogre. Okay.
Yeah.
Wisdom is
And
their
it is-
highest stat.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Their
And
best stat.
He has to beat a 14.
I'm no ogre, but I just also feel like just Greyson would just call it this thing.
He would though.
He would,
The
absolutely.
thing. The thing.
This thing.
All right. So here's the thing. He rolled a
Great.
flat. He rolled a flat 14, but he has a -3 modifier.
Excellent.
Yes.
What is your command?
Jump off.
Grovel.
As you approach him, as you approach him, like first looking to your son, giving him the I'm watching you, and then looking to the ogre and
This
pointing, delicately this thing, delicately pointing your finger at it and going grovel. And he looks at you, and he's like a whole like 3 feet taller than you, but there's
Thanks,
just
used to that.
the energy and the power in your walk as you approach him. He drops his club. I'm sorry, and he just like goes down on his knees and just like tucks his head into the snow.
Great. Excellent.
Oh,
So, that's really
He's
scary.
he's gonna look back at Xavier and be like, "See, words are powerful."
You know, people don't believe me when I say you're the scary one.
You're not wrong. I did write that contract, if you remember. Well, kind of.
You just penned it and told him where to sign.
Yep.
Okay. As it is Sephia's turn, and he's just gonna kind of look at you, look around, just kind of stand there and like, all right, okay, I'll just wait. What do we do next?
Fox is
Feel
gonna use his
confident enough to
reaction
hit something.
to point at the ogre that's right in fucking front of Birdurai. Ah! Just like that. When it's
He
like, what
looks
do I?
around.
Pointing at the ogre to win my sword. This guy.
This guy.
He looks at Box, he looks at Birdurai, he looks to Greyson for permission.
I got like cough.
Can I attack it? Am I allowed?
Dad, can I go kill the monster, please?
Don't forget your coat.
I'm naturally warm-blooded, but okay.
Grayson just kind of gestures to it.
No, you have to wait one more turn. Let me put on your coat for you. Well, you got some grime on your cheek. Let me get that up for you. Dad.
You know you're not supposed to kill anything 30 minutes after.
Dad, I'm trying to defeat Tiamat. Now with that attitude, you're not. You're gonna get a whooping.
A whooping.
A whooping.
A whooping.
Okay, let me roll his attack. He's gonna go for it. Just kind of like awkwardly walks up to it. Just kind of feels like a gimme at this point.
I weakened it for you.
Thanks.
I could let the command go if you'd rather have a challenge.
I mean, fine, I guess. See, hits literally all 3 times. How much HP did you have? Oh, it wasn't that much.
Oh, they're not prone. They don't. Okay, never mind. Okay, I can't do that then.
Woof.
I thought it pushed them, and I'm like, ooh.
Pop. Yeah, Stevie just... He's like, this kind of feels wrong to do this, but fine. And he's just gonna make his 3 attacks on the groveling ogre. And by the time he finishes, the ogre, he's still breathing. His breaths are ragged, and he is bloody. But he's still remaining on the ground. He's alive.
Oh, just kill the poor thing. You're just making it suffer now.
I didn't want that, but... Okay, and that's his turn. That's It's... yeah. Okay, and... Ro is going to hop down into the snow. So let's make his athletics. It's a little better.
He's gonna do it like Birdurai.
Alright. He tried the first time, but he's like, no, wait, I don't have wings. This guy over, so he's going to kind of this time with a little bit more caution, he hops over the ledge, kind of using his claws to slow his movement as he watched Yuliy do, as he lands in the snow, and he's going to make his attack, and that's gonna hit. And that is exactly the amount he needed. +1. As he knocks, fires, and Yuliy, as you just finish up your attack, you see an arrow just like cut into its neck. You hear just the heavy wheeze of air escape the ogre as it falls over into the snow face first.
Can I do a reaction?
You may.
Curse of the Mark Puppet. The creature gets back up and makes an attack to a creature, It is... make a single weapon attack to a target of my choice. Someone choose the ogre in front of it.
Yeah, within range.
Within range.
Yes! Okay!
I'm gonna
literally right as the ogre, just barely before the ogre's face hits the snow, Yuliy, you thrust your hand out and you feel your blood, like the blood course through your veins as your veins just kind of like protrude slightly in your arm as you activate your blood magic. And just like right before, like as its face is an inch off the snow, it rights itself back up awkwardly as if it's just dangling limp on strings, taking its great club, and it's gonna swing over at his former friend.
That's terrifying.
Absolutely, and I love it. Bloodhunters are so much
Freaking
fun.
Bloodhunters.
Bloodhunters are so much fun.
I've been waiting for this forever.
That is a 24 to hit.
Whoa!
That is 10 points of damage. Alright. As it swings over, catching his former friend in the ribs, you hear like a heavy crack as something breaks. And the ogre just kind of like looks over confused, like, why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that?
Why?
Question. It also says that I can I can spend 1 hit dice to grant a bonus attack to the roll, and damage to the cursed creature's attack equal to your wisdom.
Alright, so say that one more time.
It says I can spend 1 hit die to grant a bonus to the attack roll.
When he amplifies it?
So you're damaging yourself to.
Oh yeah, you have to take the hit die so it can get.
So I'm damaging.
So you gotta
So-
damage yourself in order to do it.
Yeah.
Oh. So what?
If
would be
that,
my
if,
hit die,
I
or-
think so. If that's what it means, what's it called?
Yeah, I feel like it's like sacrificing 1 hit die. For...
Because
a
if I
blood
remember,
curse.
yeah, if I remember, Bloodhunters are all about you take damage, you do cool things.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that or what?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Here.
Also,
okay.
you roll the hit die, your hit die anyway, and then that's
hit die
like
is a
extra
10?
damage.
Should be it.
Extra damage.
What's
to
the
himself
curse?
and the
Fallen puppet.
Okay.
Cursing boat. 1 hit bonus to the attack.
You can move first.
Is this a blood hunter or is this
and
your
you grant a bonus to
your
the
Hoard?
creature.
It's a blood curse from the blood. From the blood curse? You can vote. So
Oh,
okay.
so you grant a bonus of a +1 to of your intelligence modifier to the attack. It's not a bonus attack.
Oh, okay. That's what I was just wondering about. Okay.
Yeah. So you can make him hit a little bit harder, equal to your intelligence modifier.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering about it. That's what was throwing me off. Yeah. As soon as it attacks, after the attack is done, it just goes back to me.
Okay. Yes, Yuliy is a bloodbender confirmed.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Technically, I am part water, so...
So technically, so Yuliy, you are taking the bloodbending stance as you're controlling this guy.
Yes.
and then hit yourself. Hit yourself.
Yeah, after the attack, it just goes back.
Okay.
He goes
Yeah.
back dead, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So is he making another attack?
No, that's it. It's just the one attack.
Just the one attack? Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. So I started rolling for ogres. So this guy rolled 23. This guy rolled a 21. 23 to hit you, Birdurai. 21 to hit Xavier.
Yeah.
As we roll my damage. So that's 14 points of piercing damage as the javelin comes flying at you, Birdurai.
Mhm.
And then for Xavier,
Very, very, very bloody.
that is 15 points of piercing damage for Xavier. This boy's just slingshotting on his health. As two javelins come sailing over, kind of like crossing paths for a moment, as one pierces into you, Birdurai, the second one catching Xavier. And then for this guy, he is going to... try to attack. He's gonna... Of course he's gonna crit on his friend, because that makes sense. Why not? Because why not? Sure.
'Cause why not?
Why not? Which, Yuliy, you said that after the attack, he does he drop again, or is he still your puppet?
He just it goes back to being dead.
Oh, okay, all right. Then so he is going to be a guy over here.
Switcheroo.
Switcheroozy. Attack you. So that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That hits.
The ogre's like, for my friend, sweet OG.
For my friend. Almost. So that is 18 points of bludgeoning damage as he comes in with his great club, just slams it down into you.
I am bloody.
Oh, I do that.
Ophelia's like, I got you, boo.
I got. There
Who's
you go.
protecting who now?
No, but they're 40 feet down. Never mind. It won't work. Okay.
So this guy. Oh, you're just like right out of his range. He will stop.
Is he
there?
following this path right here? This exact walking path?
This is almost that walking path, yes.
Gotta follow the path, man.
Oh, that's okay. As Fox, you, as you're mostly paying attention, ready to converse with these two guard drakes, there's a moment where a javelin hits into the snow right at your feet, and you look up and you see like this ogre kind of like thundering towards you with his great club.
I'm gonna look at him. I'll be with you in a minute.
And then these two guys, they are. Let me roll something real quick. They are kind of unsure of what to do, seeing just the mess of everything that's happening. They see one of their compatriots having been groveled on the ground and almost decapitated. They see a tiny death lizard just like shooting arrows into them. Just this blur of red that they're not quite sure what it is because they have yet to get an actual read on what Birdurai is.
Death.
They see an angry...
The death.
they see storm clouds churning and just electrocuting people, and they're just gonna slowly lower their clubs, just like, I don't know what to do. This is really scary. And with that, Fox.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the drakes. Stay. Be with foot in a minute. Stay. I'm gonna grab a bead of sweat from me and flick it as I'm casting a spell. And it's a 30-foot wall, and I can angle that wall slightly. So it's 30. So it's going to be. That's 10, 20. Wait, 10, 20, 30. Okay, so this is my wall.
Okay.
Of wait 1 second. I'm trying to. Oh my lord! I just. Yes.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna angle it slightly because it's 30 feet down, 10 feet up. So I'm gonna hit both of these biatches, if you will, the appropriate term, as I'm casting a tidal wave. They both need to make me dexterity saving throws. Since I have an 18 wisdom, it's a 15 DC.
So dexterity, you say?
Dexterity, their best stat, I know.
It's best stat. Yeah, they obviously passed with a 9 and a 7.
Cool. They're both knocked prone. I wish they
Okay.
would fall off, but they don't. They're just knocked prone. And they take 4d8 of damage. And I rolled a 4, and that's 10, 18, 25. That's a good
25
number
each?
today. Yeah, 25 each.
Okay.
As I'm trying my best to get rid of this freaking shape.
Okay, it's bloody.
As my title, and they're both knocked pro, which really doesn't do anything, but whatever. If Birdurai can hit him with the advantage, I guess. I'm going to put my staff down and use a command word. I'm gonna speak to it, and it's gonna turn into a snaky boy. That is my bonus action.
All right.
It does not say how fast it can move, so I assume it has the speed of a snake.
All right.
Which I'll freaking look that up right now. And then I'm gonna move this, which takes no action to move. Come on. No, I'll keep it there. I'm not casting anything just yet. But if my snake can move and hit the ogre, that's what it's going to do. And the rest of the time it'll be like, look, got off on the wrong paw. Doesn't mean that you have to. We can keep going, and you're gonna get hurt, and I don't want that to happen. Look at that guy. Do that to you. See? I'm gonna point over to the other Drake that's sitting down. See? Look at
We
Spud.
just gotta like look at each other.
Look
And
at
slowly
Spud.
Look at you.
Spud's watching.
Spud.
There we go. I'm gonna sit on the ground. Okay? Let's pat them on the head.
Yeah.
And I'll see if my
All right.
if my snake hits. I'll pass it to the next person. But let me see how
Alright,
fast
so-
my snake can move.
All right. Fox is doing the most right now, and I love it.
Yeah.
What? He's just doing the most. He's just like multitasking everything. He's healing people. He's attacking, he's petting doggos.
It's a speed of 30.
30. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're gonna see a little snaky boy move
yeah,
over there, and he's gonna attempt to bite it.
Okay. As Fox pulls a Moses, sticks the staff down on the ground and melts
Ooh.
into a snake.
I don't know what the proficiency. So just with my proficiency bonus, that's 21. I don't know if I'm supposed to add my strength or my wisdom because it's a snake. But regardless, I think that hits.
Regardless,
Okay.
21, absolutely yes.
Okay, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Yay.
It's going to take. Again, takes the. I think.
7. They're rolling really bad tonight.
Proficiency bonus applies to the attack rolls. Okay, so I think it's just proficiency bonus. So it takes 3 points of piercing damage since I'm not using it. And he failed, right?
Yeah, he failed.
Okay, cool. And that is going to be oh, that's low. 2, that's 3. Oh, 6. That is 9 points of poison damage.
9 points of poison, okay.
And there's a snaky
And
boy
does he
here.
take any damage?
Hmm?
Does he take piercing damage from the bite?
Yeah, I don't remember what I said. I think it was 3.
Okay,
I
got
think.
you.
I think it said 3. 3
Okay.
piercing, 9 poison.
Here's a snake boy. There you go.
Pop. Look at that. Look at that noodle. Okay, and since we'll be moving back to top of the round for the next roll, I say let's take a 10-minute break so that we can all have our potty breaks and then get back into this ridiculous siege on a castle.
Yeah. Yay. Alright. See you in a bit,
so,
guys.
yeah, take 10 minutes to plan everything you're doing.
Yeah, I need to read my spells properly.
Okay, alright, so top of the round, Castle is raising another 30 feet.
Roll.
Wait.
Roll!
I am still in the air now. But I am 10 feet up in the air, so let's see if I fail.
Only 10 feet right now.
10 feet. Let's just go to the ground.
Okay, that's a 22.
I got a 19.
Jeremiah, I'm afraid you failed. No.
Ah, damn it! Oops. Well, I go down. I have
Moment as I
This
do that.
much.
Excuse me while I do some quick. Trying to keep track of how high this damn castle is.
It's too damn high. No, exactly the right damn of highs.
What'd you get, Janva?
19.
19. Okay, you both pass wonderfully with flying colors.
Yay. Janva is, and I already estimate 80 feet gets her.
Yep, let me move this down.
Yeah,
Okay.
double.
But Rezmir was freakishly wanting to try to get there.
Yeah.
She'll descent, and what does she?
You see.
My dead
The
friend.
rest of the cultists.
As you walk, as you casually kind of like fly over her soot pile, the ashes kind of scattering from the gust of the wyvern descending, landing.
That's me.
I mean, I feel John was entirely justified to say thing. All right, you see. Goddamn towers. A tower that is upon approaching this tower, you see that it's stone. Like while most of the castle itself is made out of this gray stone, this one it has the same, I guess, dimensions and architecture of the castle, but the stone is made purely out of ice, out of like a blue ice. But there is essentially an iron door fitted to the tower that leads inwards.
Okay. What's this right here?
That is a so upon approaching it, you see that there is a kind of like a small bridge jutting out from the tower, and it is its own small structure, also made from the same ice, looking to be some kind of essentially some kind of room, some kind of like smaller tower affixed to this this icy tower.
It's gonna take her chance to.
Open the door. Open the door.
Look.
Open sesame.
Now do whatever you want. Open the
She's
door.
like, so 80 feet gets there. She's gonna make another little run back.
Okay.
And just call
remounting.
out.
So remounting the wyvern. Because you said did you jump off or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So she basically did like a flyover, and she's making.
Okay.
And just calling out to Ophelia that that's the tower that Rezmir was trying to, hurriedly get back over to that tower. And
Okay. So Ophelia, you hear Janva calling to you, telling you that Rezmir was running desperately for specifically this icy tower.
And bonus actions, since she keeps forgetting about it, the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It's gonna chew on the ogre again.
Aww.
No.
Okay, so
No. 19.
19. Okay, roll me damage.
I'm max.
Okay.
10.
10. Nah.
28 plus. So.
as it keeps biting at the ogre, and it's just like trying to like hold its great club out, just like, no, stop, bad mouth, bad. Okay, Birdurai, your turn.
Me. You messed with the wrong bird.
Maewa.
Oh my hua. Moe shinderu. It didn't work in that way. So the other one is, the first attack is a 26. The other one is what is this? Added to 9 plus 8. 17.
Jeremiah, if you roll below an 11, you will always hit it. Like, if you will never hit it. I'll just say.
I mean, I rolled a 9.
Never roll below an 11, and you're gonna always hit it.
I mean, I rolled a 9 plus 8, so 11. So
Roll me your damage. Roll me your damage, dude.
$25.
For the one on the ground, yes?
Yes. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna end your suffering.
You have to roll 3.
Oh, I'm gonna end your suffering, po. I was just gonna stab him, but no, decapitation.
Oh my.
Just gonna go like. That's how you do it.
Flinches.
That's how you do it. Just don't make them suffer, po. But I'm suffering, so I'm gonna retreat.
I didn't want to make them suffer. I'm sorry.
This is the first time Birdurai is doing this because he's suffering badly, so he's gonna retreat back.
No, my healing does no more heal.
I have 3 HP. So if somebody hits me before you heal me, I'm just gonna retreat.
A cloud of feathers.
Wait, are you on top or below?
I'm retreating inside.
Oh, okay.
He's inside the bridge.
And then I'm gonna go in there and lick my wounds.
Okay, Fifi, it is your turn.
Yeah, okay. I found a new Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Spirit of Valkor looks on over your shoulder.
That spot, and they're within 5 feet of that spot.
Yeah, sure.
So
Go for it.
I need dex saves from both of them, as I am enjoying the spell way too much.
And what's the DC?
14.
13 and 12.
Let me roll my dice.
Fifi excitedly claps her hand like, yay, I get to electrocute more of you.
It's just 13.
Just 13?
Just 13.
Only 13 damage?
I missed that 30. Save it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move. Me and Pretty Pinky Princess are gonna move back just a tad, so that both of us can keep an eye on that building that Janva.
Okay. Roll me a perception. Just roll me a perception to see.
23. It was a 17, and then plus.
It's a tower. It's doing its job and staying put. However, I should say. I meant to grab stuff. You start to see members of the cult wearing the iconic purple robes start to emerge from this main tower right here.
Oh, crap.
I don't like. Yeah, I'm gonna point out that direction specifically to Janva. Be like, watch your back. They're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Taking the chance to also call out to everyone, like, maybe we should just run?
As I'm paying the drakes. Yeah, where?
We can retreat to this one tower.
As Janva throws out the idea of possibly retreating to the tower Resmir was running to for safe refuge. Okay.
And also, she. I still have move. I still have a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move a little bit next to Mike. Me and the princess, Pinky,
Yes.
are gonna over here
All right.
on the ground floor, just in case we need to pick up you.
All right. Get in, loser. We're going to the tower.
Yeah, so it's gonna be right there. This
Okay.
And that's gonna.
All right. Okay, Yuliy, you're up.
Okay. Yuliy gonna hit the other over in front of him.
All right.
Uh, 15.
What's the number?
22 and a 15 to hit.
Yes, absolutely.
Is
What?
24 damage.
Am I going to do?
How much?
24.
24 out of 7. Yes. How would you like to do this, Yuliy?
Yuliy's just and then as he falls to reaction, to use his curse mark again, so he can go hit his right.
Okay.
You get 2 a day.
How many? So 2 a day.
Yeah.
Today is
That's
the day
what
to use those 2 a day.
Oh, because he has a reach. Yeah, there we go.
All right. So he's gonna go ahead and hit his friend. Right. Roll for that attack. Oh. All right. So, does he have movement when you're using the puppet?
Does the ogre have reach though?
He has like a 5-foot reach.
Oh, okay.
No.
Within attack range?
Yeah, but it's 5 feet, so no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Save it.
Because I think if you amplify it, you can move it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. But you would have to roll a d6 to damage yourself.
Yep.
I'll just. So he just falls dead.
Just falls over dead on the ground.
Yeah, save it, save it.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, bud.
A tiny wooden snake on the ground, just kind of like biting at this ogre's ankle as he's trying to like dance around it.
There. Stop it.
Man.
Oh, stop, man! Stop! No bite! Okay. Alright. Guard drakes are going to keep sitting put as long as Fox keeps petting them.
I'm doing what needs to be done.
Actually, hold on. This one has issue though.
Okay.
He also.
Alright.
He sees his friends getting pet. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. He just like gets up and he kind of like trots over. He takes his. As you're petting them, like they're kind of like their feet kind of like on the ground.
And you probably have never seen that from a guard drake, but fox's claws are so gnarly they can get through the scales.
Yes, just scratching it just right.
I swear I'm gonna get every single guard drake in this entire fucking castle. We're going. We're fucking. That is.
Fox is gonna have like a whole pack by the end of this,
Just an army of guard drakes to defend us.
and they're all named Spud.
Yeah, but.
8 panthers. What about 8 guard drakes?
Yeah, what about 8 guard drakes?
And I don't even have to summon them this time.
All right, Greyson, it's your turn. Unless Fox, you're doing anything.
I mean, I will in a
Sorry.
minute.
So Greyson.
He's gonna walk over here.
Okay.
Eh. And he's gonna kind of like shake his
Sashay.
hand and like flex his fingers and stuff. He's like, let's see if this will work. And he's gonna cast Reduce on that stone golem in front of Fox.
I will
Okay.
say that guy's not been doing anything.
That has, from what you've seen, that has not been moving or doing much of anything.
This is a safety precaution.
Okay.
Okay.
Kill it before it kills us.
The stone
What?
statue shrieks down. It's like the size of an action figure now.
Oh, it's handy. Good to know it can go in reverse.
I'm gonna look at Grayson. Keep it. Put it in your pocket.
I will not do that.
Why not?
Oh, but it'll definitely be a grower.
It only lasts a minute.
Oh, throw it at somebody. Bah.
That's
while it's almost over.
Throw it over the castle.
Like on the last round, just throw it and it.
Yeah, it's an explosion, bro. Like.
Can you imagine Grayson with his dex trying to throw that over the edge?
He throws it upwards. Oh fuck! Squishes him.
He's gonna gesture to Xavier and just be like, "Can you like destroy this now, just so it doesn't come to life or whatever?"
So he just throws it off the other fence. Like.
Just smack it with your weapon. It'll be fun. It'll be cathartic. Go for it.
Okay.
wave his hand. Come on, go.
Go.
Spell magic it if it's magic, but okay. And he's just gonna go walk over. Whatever, you're the smart one.
Oh my god.
I heard that.
He's gonna just roll his eyes.
Just imagine Janva later just being like, why didn't you just dispel magic it?
He's just gonna roll his eyes and gonna like sarcastically hit it. Which it's a
I brought you in this world. I can take you out, young man.
That's probably true. There's a pact in a ritual for that. I know there is.
I can dispel magic too, you know.
I wonder if that was Grayson's like, I can dispel magic you, like as his threat when they were kids and wouldn't listen.
Immediately starts crying.
I will banish you to another demiplane.
He's gonna kind of sarcastically hit it with his sword, and it's gonna like break into like crumble into pieces, and it's like there, done.
Why are you so upset at me?
I don't know, Dad, because you're upsetting.
You didn't even waste a spell for that, but whatever, it's fine. I'm just stressed. I don't mean to act negatively towards you. I'm just acting negatively in general. I don't know. It runs in the family. Whatever.
Have any alcohol on me to fix that?
I preemptively moved something.
Xavier's rage is just teenage angst. Anyway. That's his turn.
It's Fox. Okay. Fox is going to,
It's gross how you did that.
I guess, look at Bird Boy and not cast a healing word at level 2.
Right.
So Birdurai, you get. Ooh, that's 4. Oh, another one. I keep fucking rolling ones. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of healing. And then because that's it, yeah. Because Greyson, you're still in the circle. Both of you get an additional 6 points of healing.
Okay.
That was my bonus action.
All right.
My snake's gonna attack.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right, it needs to make a Constitution DC 10, not 15, because when I use the staff, it's 15. On its own, it's just 10.
That is a 15.
15. Okay, so it takes 1 point of piercing damage, and then half of this, which is then 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
So 4 total. And then for my action, I'm been like, okay, this thing's gonna get really dangerous, and I'm gonna get out 3 days worth of rations. So so I have 17 days worth of rations now. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give them a lot more rations. So I'll give them 5 days worth of rations.
Okay.
I'm like, and I'm gonna walk over here. Okay. I'm gonna go inside of this location. All right.
Okay.
Put the rations down. Okay. Sit here. Eat it. When we're done killing everybody in here, we'll get all the friends and then we'll go out and play. Okay. All right. And we'll walk back.
Okay, like, look at you, and then they like look to the food.
Fucking get! I'm pointing to the thing. And that's it. That's all my movement. All right. And that's my entire movement. Actually,
Okay.
that's everything. I'm done. I'm boat.
Little funny thought. Birdurai is licking his wounds, and then Fox healed him, and it was like, "Hey, my licking's working."
Jeremiah, I need you to stop licking things.
I knew it. I'm part lizard all along.
Like this past couple of games, we've been learning a lot about Jeremiah and his kinks
What?
and fetishes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, that's it. It's my turn.
Is
Did
Leo
Ro go?
gonna show something too?
Yeah, so I did have Ro do his movement and do his attack against the ogre. He hit him with his arrow. But shoot. That we're back to top of the round. Another 30 feet in the air. We are now at an altitude of 200 feet.
15.
Okay, you meet the DC?
15.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's at 18.
I have.
Alright, were you flying in the air this whole time?
Yeah, I was still 10 feet up.
So
So all 50 movement was to go in there, so I couldn't go down.
So what did the ogres do?
For the most part, they're
21.
not doing much of anything. They kind of like seem to be at a moment of like confusion, fear, and just not all that bright enough to be calling the shots.
There is a
Janva is-
tiny snake attacking them. They're afraid.
But again, it's gonna
Scared.
state
Fucking fair.
out
Scared.
loud. Guys, let's retreat over here.
I'm taking care of the babies first. Point to the
Bring
drakes.
the babies over here then, Fox.
I think it's safer. I don't want them to get hurt. It's really dangerous.
Oh my god.
What if
But-
they get hit?
On top of the gate, it's still up there.
I know, Fox can fucking take care of himself. Fox can fall 200 feet and, Spud, and be fine. Spud. Spud's immortal. Says so Fox, not Jesus.
Oh hell.
Oh no.
People will probably say it out loud, like, I'm going to check it out. And so she just, like...
Okay, be safe. Don't check any traps.
As Spud's just kind of like pacing like the length of that's Princess, but it's kind of like pacing the length of the essentially the stone box that he's in.
Yeah.
Trying to strategically figure out a way down.
Just gonna open my arms up.
Make strength save.
Yes. I have +3 to strength. Where's old Shiryu? Where's old Shiryu? Oh, there is. There's a baby. All right. Ooh, 15 + 3. That's 18.
Nice. As Spud, you hold your arms out to Spud, and Spud looks down at you. You see his head disappear over the parapet for a second, and then you hear the sound of, and then he just hops off, landing straight in your arms.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad that worked. Good boy.
Disappointed I didn't fly.
Yeah, it's okay.
Janva is going to land, essentially this time.
Cole.
Keep cat.
Cole, this is not your game.
And,
Please wait till Friday.
Oh
well,
my god, the map's so big.
And it's a big map. That's
and
only the
she'll
outside.
try to open the door.
Okay. As the door opens.
Take her. Would you have considered it an action to open the door, or
You're opening the door.
she'll go in, step in?
Okay. Check something.
Birdurai, are you still bloody? Damn it, alright. I mean, I've been doing D4s, so, like, it's not a lot.
And I was 1 digit.
Going to talk now?
I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, hold up. Okay.
Ooh, are you changing maps for her?
Jack. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you change maps to Ulysses, so she can just look over.
Yeah. Come here. As you step into the tower, the air is frigid on the inside, as essentially the tower itself is made entirely of ice. Green flames kind of flickering within to light everything. As you look around in interior, it looks to be like a study of sorts. You see a few desks kind of arranged to the side with various spell books, components, cauldrons, and scrolls and such, just kind of strewn across. You see nothing really kind of against the wall, since the wall itself is ice, and so any kind of paper or map that's placed against it would immediately just absorb any condensation that comes off of it. And then in the center, you see a kind of like a kind of like a bookshelf going around a center pillar, and kind of like off to the side from that center pillar, you see a staircase that spirals down. And then also off to the side over here, you see another iron door leading out.
Okay, all she's pretty much gonna do is just bonus action, healing word level 2 on herself.
Roll me a perception if you're at it.
almost back.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if that's going to do anything. That's
What?
a 17.
Okay, Jan.
Because it was a 13, and then I remembered that I have a +5.
Cool. Clerics.
Shut up.
As you kind of peruse, kind of glancing around the area, you hear the sound of muffled voices coming from below. And they're speaking in a rhythm that almost sounds like chant.
I'm going to take my healing word really quick, and I'm going to add that AP. Fuck. She's not saying that out loud. She's thinking that.
Internally,
Oh.
you think,
Don't worry, Fox will say it out loud.
I guess, look. You mentioned component.
Mhm.
Does she see, and like, if she walking over by like the components, does she see anything there?
I will say, we'll see. Essentially, mostly scrolls, potion vials. You see one. You see one that's already filled with a red liquid. See bits of meat and fur. Like when I say components, it's not like your typical bag of like charcoal or charcoal, sulfur, or anything that you would see from a typical wizard's component. But you see animal parts like furs and bone, meat, kind of strewn about, kind of carved into.
Oh, I don't.
Like with like arcanic runes kind of carved into a heart that is laid on a golden dish.
Oh no, I don't like that. Oh. Bloody. But yeah, that's essentially all she can do. Right?
Okay, so you're gonna remain.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, back to it. Alright, so you see Janva essentially calling out, "Hey, tower," and then she disappears. Birdurai, what do we do?
I actually kind of calculated. I don't really have anything to do but move. 50 feet meets me here. I think over here. And then I'm gonna do a double movement to get to here, and that should give him. And then I'll land
Okay. Is
because I remember that.
The advantage.
Yeah, so that should give Yuliy an advantage on his attack.
All right.
Do you have an action? No, right?
No, because my action is to move.
Yeah.
Again,
Doubled.
double movement.
Okay, Fifi.
There's people next.
Where's the other shit?
I'm right here. I'm gonna. Okay, since no one on this side, on the right side, has bothered with us, I will show them.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna. I'm gonna move me and Pretty Prince are gonna a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just like, we all decide where to go now. I'm just gonna move over here closer to
Okay.
everybody. Maybe it. Yeah, I can't really hit him without hitting the other two.
All right. So, yeah. Alright. So, bonus action or anything?
No, I'm just gonna, I
Cantrip?
guess. Oh yeah, I can do a cantrip while I'm concentrating. Let me do.
Guide Bolt? I'll make a
Sacred
cleric who does not take Guiding Bolt nor Sacred Flame.
I don't have either one.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Let me do sacred flame.
Sacred Flame.
Lied
Alright.
to me, you just lied to me.
Add something.
Hey, Jesus, if you want to know, Cole didn't take Sacred Flame. He has Toll the Dead, though.
Toll the
I
dead.
like Toll the Dead.
Toll the dead. Anyway, he rolled a 1 on his dex save.
Yay! Damage!
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay.
Pretty good, man.
This dude's bloody. He's been bloodied, actually. He's bloody.
Yeah. I'm gonna be looking the way that Janva went. If some
Okay.
shit comes out from that way.
He's like trying to like dance around this tiny wooden snake that's like biting at his toes. He's like, no, stop! And then like, all of a sudden, like his head just erupts in like holy fire. He's just like, no, no.
This poor guy.
That's
I'm gonna use my reaction to look at Yuliy and say, Yuliy, finish him, Paul.
I kind of want to be like, don't, like, let him breathe. Let's just leave him alone. But I'm out of reactions.
Well, it's Yuliy's turn, so let's see what he does.
You kill him.
He's suffering. Finish him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Grant
Finish
him
him.
the release that I can't have.
What?
I ain't going to. So 15 and then a nat.
Ooh, Nat.
That was the
Wait,
Birdurai inspiration right there.
That was a Birdo inspiration. Just kill him.
I'll
Just
confirm that nat 20.
fucking finish it, my dude.
5.
He's
Okay.
already dead.
Stop! He's already dead. All right, roll me your damage then. Roll that delicious crit damage.
Crit on.
On one.
The rest of the ogres that.
I'm just like over there, like, man, what the fuck's happening?
We don't even have insurance.
We don't even have dental. Wait, your guys are getting paid?
You guys have dental?
It's like, just give up, stand down, or jump over.
Just lay on the ground. Trust me, I'll pretend you're dead. Just lay on the ground. This is not worth your life.
Stand down or just jump over, you know. You're
25 total.
How much?
25.
25.
Dude, that's like the third 25 at
Only
this game.
needed 14.
Nice. Well, too bad. 25.
Alright, how would you like to do this?
Again, Yuliy, how do you want to do this?
This is what happens when he actually plays him.
Yeah.
Just a fucking whirling death machine.
Yuliy is going to break both his legs, and then he's gonna kill him executioner.
Yeesh.
Like raise your halberd all the way up like that.
Yuliy, these guys don't even get dental. You at
I
least
don't get paid.
dental.
I don't get paid.
He's like, if I don't get paid, they don't get life.
Having unpaid once this whole time.
I think Yuliy's secretly the murder holder, but he just holds back because he just does not care.
Or right
But
in the
once
back.
he has an excuse, he goes for it. Alright. Taking the blunt end of your halberd, you catch him in the back of the knees, causing them to like dislocate and crack as he unfortunately falls to his knees, and you finish him executioner style.
And then after that, Yuliy just pick up the halberd like, I do good. I do good. He's talking to Liliana, like, I do good.
You have fed me well.
Okay, good.
But now I'm
That's all you're getting for, like, a
sensing-
little while.
I'm sensing something otherworldly afoot.
Oh no.
Fox is gonna wave his paw with a little hoof.
Where Spud's little hoof, like,
Ophelia's in the background, like, are we gonna get on? Let's go.
Felix, like, are
Don't
we
know
done
where
with
we're
this
going.
shit?
Get on the dragon.
Yeah, you lose me back.
Get on the wyvern.
Get on the wyvern.
Get on the wyvern.
Princess.
Get on the
Pretty
dragon.
pinky princess. Get on her.
Okay. So with that, Drakes are being fed. Rasmussen is dead. Greyson.
Okay. He is going to. Where are you? Oh, he can hit all of these. Great.
This poor guy.
He's just gonna go after this one.
Okay.
Grayson, they're not even fighting you back. He's like, no. They all get to die.
They all get to die.
In fairness, they speared his son.
Yes, they all die. He's gonna attack this one right here with Scorching Ray, and he is doing it at a 3rd level spell slot, which means he gets to hit them 4 times, which I have to roll for.
Please roll your attacks.
That's +6. So first one is a 16.
Definitely hits.
Cool. Second one, also a 16. Excellent. Next one,
Poor guy.
that is a 14.
Yes.
All of
Cool.
them. is
Literally just hit above an 11.
18.
I thought he would be like 10.
Okay, so each of those get 2d6 fire damage.
God.
Just on one guy.
I'll throw him over the ledge for you.
What?
Just roll your damage.
He's already soaking
Less
wet.
pain.
He's probably freezing, and then scorching rays.
They're freezing. They're stuck wearing loincloths in the snow. Like,
Oh my god, they are.
So that's 8d6 fire damage at just that guy.
Do it.
Sorry, dude.
Do it.
Lord.
Say, I think this is less
doing a little bit of
straightforward.
a fireball right now.
I'd like to say I rolled a 6, 6, and a 6. So, hooray.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Daddy's with you.
Daddy has been summoned.
18. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 30.
He's regretting not taking you.
How much?
30 damage.
30?
30?
Damn.
Ugh.
30's good, my dude.
By a thread.
That's the sound that Grayson makes.
By a thread.
I can just see it. Oh god. Just walks away.
As you shoot these 4 modes of fire out, all centering around this one ogre as they just burn into his flesh, and him just crying out in anguish. And by the time the smoke clears, he's just standing there, charred, bloody, barely hanging on to life.
He's gonna yell to it. You might as well just jump off.
What the hell, Grace?
Only
Wait, can he-
persuasion.
I was just about to ask. Oh my god. He has a +6 to persuasion, Grayson, I swear. Use your mouth for something. Oh my god, 18 + 6.
No.
Tips backwards.
That's 150 feet up, right?
Yeah.
That's
He had
210.
4 HP.
Oh my god. That's a missile going down. And just
Wait. That's 250 feet down?
Yes.
Because he was 40 more.
Yes, he was. That's 250 feet fall.
Oh yeah, that's true. It went up even
He had
higher.
4 HP.
Grayson does the finger wave.
Fall damage.
That poor guy.
I regret who's ever underneath him when he falls. It's like a whole like a whole crater.
That's a house that is getting destroyed.
Yeah. Okay.
Daddy was with me. I got zesty. Had to jump him off.
So he just kind of looks at you, just sheer disgust.
What? Say it.
That was overkill. And he's gonna just
Says-
walk away.
Says you, huh? Who said it was too easy. God.
Going to move that way. And he's gonna keep walking this way. It's just like I'm Janva's over here, I'm going over here.
But I'm closer.
So
I'm later again. I just imagine. Why didn't you just use Dispel Magic?
So Greyson, did you want to move or
He's gonna.
okay. Alright.
He says that one word in Infernal that he knows.
Oh, cunt.
Not at Xavier, just like in general.
In general, yeah.
Because he doesn't know what it means.
So he just looks back at you. Do you even know what that means?
Go to your room.
We're in a fucking sky castle.
Go.
I have no room. My room has been destroyed.
Double go to your room for using that language with me.
Grayson just pinches like the tip of like the bridge of his nose, and he's just like, I was being facetious. Oh my god. He's just gonna stand there.
It's not there because Janva would look right over at Xavier and it's like, so that's why you left home.
Oh my.
Phoebe's gonna.
Alright.
Phoebe's
whatever.
watching this one. She's like, "Come to Aunt."
Come to Aunt
Come to Aunt Fifi.
Fox is like, man.
They're really the same age, but it's like, come to Aunt Fifi.
Grayson just he
does
just
Phoebe
mumbles
say,
under his breath.
Get off the dragon. Come on, Xavier.
Fox is over here thinking, oh my god, Janva has the greatest hearing in the world.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
As Ro approaches you, Birdurai, and just looks at you. I killed many. I have spilt their blood.
Put my hand on his head. Well, like this then.
He's like,
Yeah, I forgot.
He's about as tall as me. Just pat his head.
he's like at your chest.
Good job.
Good job, Paul.
Good job, Paul. I'm proud of you.
Okay,
Mhm.
Fox, what are we doing?
Fox
Like, after watching Grayson decimate one of their guys, they're like, I'm done, man.
I'm gonna look at them like, stop it.
They just drop their clubs, just like.
I'm gonna, alright, Spud, let's
I'm
go.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna look at Spud and be like, alright, let's go talk to the dragon, I guess. And I'm gonna like reach out both my hands so the snake will come to me and my spirit will come back to me. And as I'm walking forward to them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Spud's with me. So snaky staff is back in my hand, and this spirit will disappear at the end of this round.
Okay.
And, that's all I'm doing. I'm kind of gonna look at everyone. Do we need a rest? Because I kind of feel like we're pressed on time. But that's probably a little bit of like metagaming, but I'm not sure.
Birdurai is coughing blood.
I'm gonna go to my like coat and look at my only healing potion because I bought all you fuckers one. I'm gonna go, tink tink tink.
Oh no, I have a few too. Sorry.
I was saying that because I have 2 level 1s, 2 level 2s, and 1 level 3, and I'm almost exhausted out of spells. 1 B shape left. Like,
Oh, no. I have focus of healing. Like I have a lot, actually.
like I think it'd be wise to do a short rest, but I don't know if we can or have the time.
Wait, are we out of combat?
Well, so I was gonna ask, what is the general plan? Are we all picking up and moving to the tower?
Yeah, unless that's my choice. Unless anyone legitimately needs to rest, and then I'll just give them my healing potion.
Like my plan was to keep my sword take my longbow out, and then I'm gonna show it to the to the ogres and go like I'm watching you. Stand down, don't do anything, Paul. and then basically, that's my plan is to just walk this.
They are 10-foot tall giants that are just kind of like trying to cower as small as they can behind like the parapets of the ramparts.
How tall are the things?
They're not that tall. They're like they maybe like come up to their waist, so they're just like trying to like hunker down as far as they can. Like one of them just kind of like looks together and just like skinny one scares me.
But yeah, my plan personally too is to just go to the tower where pointing.
Phoebe's gonna look at Yuliy and be like, "You okay?"
What?
I can never tell with that face.
I'm gonna look to the other ogres.
As he looks at you with the same expression on his face.
I'm gonna give him one of my superior healing potions. Since apparently he's supposed to be watching me, but I watch him more than. I say this out loud.
That's why Fifi's taking the payment.
8d4 plus
What?
8?
Just for fun. Because I need entertainment. I'm gonna go tell the other ogres to jump off.
Giving you fun. 4.
So what's happening?
Okay, I was just parsing some stuff out. Okay, so if the plan is to go to the tower, we can do that. Okay. So, as you guys kind of gather together, getting your game plan, you hear kind of like over the whipping winds of the castle ascending into the clouds. Hear the sound of people shouting, of alarms being raised, bells being rung, and I'd say for the most part I can move you all to the tower so that you're all in one spot. That way, that's the plan.
I'm game.
Birdurai walking there with his 25 feet. He was like, I'm tired. I'm not gonna fly.
I healed Yuliy for 29.
Alright, so let me move you all over. Janva is. As you all kind of like hurry up the steps, Fifi flying with Princess Pinky. The door itself is going to be too small for her to enter, but you see Janva's wyvern also sitting outside, just kind of like perched there waiting. So if you wish, you can park Princess Pinky next to Janva's.
Just park him there.
It's a tough decision, but I'll do it. I'll give her a little like nose scratch before, be like, "Stay here. Stay here." I'm like, look intimidating if anyone else comes beside them. Get in there.
Alright, so everybody moving over.
Yeah, Sanctuary is probably gonna wear out as well.
Okay.
After, I'll probably still have. No, we're inside. Call Lightning probably will go out. One side.
Right. Oop. Okay, so everybody piling in the tower as quickly as they can to avoid detection from the reinforcements that are coming in.
Ooh. Oh man, look at that cool tower.
That's the music I want.
Oh, it's...
as Janva, you hear the door open behind you as all of your friends file in with you.
Have control over Janva.
I know. I gotta grab her real quick. Sorry. I have to give everybody control.
Janva's gonna look back at everybody and just hold a finger up. Just
Hold
be
please while I
quiet.
get everybody on the map. Just one moment. Where is the board?
God, she'll just mention like.
There he is. Okay. Yeah.
I hear down and I hear voice.
Are you saying that?
Yeah, she's whispering that.
Oh.
And so with that, let me give everybody control of their characters. Everybody filing in.
Is Spud coming in?
Yeah,
Spud's
Spud's coming in.
Spud's obviously following Fox. Spud's leading the charge. It's easy.
Oh, on our way to, I guess, the tower, did Resmer have anything? Like, I would have probably stopped for a second.
Sure.
if I had any.
Roll me an investigation real quick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
18.
I would have kicked her and then look at stuff that she had.
Kick the pile of ash. There are two things that kind of sit on top of her ash pile.
Oh, cool.
Being the blade itself that she was using.
What kind of blade is it?
It is it's actually a similar in size to the one that Xevier carries. Essentially, kind of like a great sword. And then with it nestled in it is the same kind of golden insignia of claws that you had once seen before in her sleeping quarters in the Castle Tower.
Ah,
And that's just,
it's cool.
so it's a great sword and then the signal.
Yes.
I don't know why I just assumed that everything disintegrated. That's awesome. Good job.
I'll probably, if it's just like looks like a regular great sword, I'll probably
Give me.
Zedgay.
Oh.
Oh, our Fox. Whoever can use a great sword, I'll be like, who wants it?
I mean, I can't, but if you're gonna throw it away, I was like, give me. I'll look at it later. But no, give it to Zevi.
Okay. I mean, I have a sword, but sure.
Dude, this one might be cooler. Huh? Think about
And
that.
you can do two.
Yeah, you can do two swords.
I'm not necessarily skilled in two-handed. I was mostly trained just to. Well, I'm not skilled in handling two swords at once.
And I'm casting detect magic as he's stumbling on his words.
Fair.
And I'm just looking at the gold insignia also.
Is the sword magical, or the cloth?
The sword. Okay. Let me grab the stuff. So. The insignia of claws has like a faint magical aura to it. It's essentially the same as what it was back in Castle Neritar, having like a faint enchantment on it.
Oh, okay.
The sword, you get an aura of necrotic energy from.
Oh, that does a lot of damage. And I'm gonna get the claw and put it on Fifi. This protects you. And I'm gonna pretend like I knew exactly what they did, because I don't. And I'm gonna walk inside the building, and my detect magic's still on for the next 10 minutes, I believe, or something like that. Let me look it up real quick.
Oh, everything's lighting up like a Christmas tree.
10 minutes, yeah.
Fifi's gonna pocket the claw thing.
No, where?
The entire room is permeated with necromancy.
Shh. I'm gonna whisper, they bring the dead back in here.
You just see Janva just kind of like straighten up a little bit and just kind of shudder like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Maybe just
Okay.
move to the side, hug a corner. kind of like sheathing the sword on a strap on his back. Kind of looks at the floor.
Ugh,
I
whatever.
don't like how this place makes me feel.
I know the place gives me the PvPs too. But
Everybody-
Janva.
Okay.
No, what were you gonna say?
I have to say everybody can roll me perception.
Because I was gonna have Janva start heading up because she's curious about the.
I think this is my first good perception.
Okay.
19 for Birdurai.
She was gonna start heading over here
Okay.
because she would mention, like, you know, I noticed outside there was a dome. Curious about.
Okay. You do that. What did everyone else get?
Birdurai 19.
19.
Fifi 8.
Fifi got an 8. Okay, Fifi. You're just these glowing green fires are so shiny, so ethereal, so pretty. You really like the
Don't touch it.
you're really liking the highlight that it's giving your already bluish green skin.
Oh, I love it. I'm turning like a purple iridescent color now.
Don't
Yes.
touch him.
What did Yuliy get?
I got a 60.
16. Okay. What did Fox get?
13.
13. Okay. Stop. Everybody, essentially as I described to Janva before, there are tables with like spell components strewn about. There's books, there's scrolls, there's potion bottles. You see this large kind of rotund bookshelf that curls around a spiral staircase. Janva, you open the door, and as you do, you realize as everybody's kind of like talking amongst themselves, looking around, and you all kind of, well, except for Fifi, because she's a little intrigued by how wonderful her skin looks in this light.
Obviously.
You haven't. You realize that the presence of one person has been missing this whole time in this tower.
Ah, fuck. Where is he?
What, Ro?
Oh. Where the fuck he go?
I just thought you were getting shit ready. Never
Oh
mind.
no, I completely forgot Ro.
Okay, I'm about to say, where's my son?
Oh, you're still there.
Oh, where the hell is Grayson? Yeah,
Where's
where the hell
Legs?
is Grayson?
You don't see him. He's not in the room.
Where's the legs?
A pair of legs has been missing.
What other magic do I see around me?
You, so also for the most part, Fox, the components that are on the table are all various body parts, whether it be man, animal, or what have you. It's bone, it's fur, it's skin, it's organs,
So
all
if
strewn about.
so, Janva would walk out to like the little catwalk here
Okay,
and look out to see if she even sees Grayson outside.
roll me a perception.
16.
You don't see him.
What the fuck? She'll
You-
peek back inside. I thought he was right behind you guys. Where is he?
As you had looked out, you didn't catch sight of him. You do see more cultists starting to patrol the area. A few ogres joining them. More guard drakes. As you mentioning that Grayson's missing, Xavier kind of like has him looks around in a panic, just like, where did he go?
I'm gonna put my finger up. And then motion down because there's people downstairs, right? There's chanting.
Yeah, so for the most part, you all hear the sound of this chant.
I'm gonna mention people to come closer to me because like I speak really loudly.
Mhm.
He's not sneaky. So if he's not here, that wasn't his choice. And I'm gonna roll my eyes that I know of.
So, saying like,
Fifi's gonna throw the idea of putting a bell around every Tataric that we have in the party. That's gonna solve the problem.
We go outside and look for him, or we go downstairs and look for him. Those are real options.
With that, actually, I will drink a potion. 2, actually. Can I do 2?
Janva does want to investigate the little area outside.
And I was gonna check like the right outside, like where we were entering.
Okay. Okay, so roll me, Birdurai, roll your HP, roll me one more perception, Janva. Okay, so heading out, there's a small short bridge suspended over.
Yeah, she'll pretty much try to like duck and stealth her way across it if she can.
Roll me stealth. There's a small short bridge across the way. And there's a secondary ice tower next to it, with another iron door in front of it. 22. You successfully stealth your way across, opening the door. You find yourself in this kind of golden room. There's a large section of the tower that has been carved out, and in the center of the room is a large kind of metallic instrument. With like glass scopes and lenses pointing out. Looks to be like some kind of device for observing, from as far as you can glean.
Hey, there's like some big old like mechanism over here.
I'm gonna look at Spud.
You can say like it's an observation tower or something.
I'm gonna look at Spud and be like, watch them. And I'm gonna just walk outside. I'm don't stealth. I'm walking outside and going into the other room. I mean, I could try rolling stealth, but really, I mean, why? The Fox doesn't do that.
Okay. I mean, if you want to roll stealth, you can roll stealth. You don't have to.
Birdurei's perception is 18.
You,
Oh shit.
more patrols starting to essentially cluster around the main gate after the damage is all done. You don't catch sight of Greyson. You don't. You've seen him on his legs. So you don't think he could have gotten far on his own. But then again, you've seen him teleport in and out of places. So who knows?
I got a 17 plus 0, so 17. As I'm just walking.
It's like kind of like hunkered down. Just...
You walk like you belong.
And assuming 10 minutes has not passed, detect magic is still on. What do I see?
There's not so much as any magic in, well, no, there is no magic permeating from this room. The most that you see is just this metallic instrument kind of like looking out through the opening in the wall. And Fox, from your experience, being on the seas, charting courses, and whatnot, this looks very much kind of like an instrument that you would use to essentially gauge things out on the ocean, to kind of measure in distance. But this seems like that, but on a much larger scale.
It's a big old sextant.
Yes.
I'm gonna look for Greyson. And with it, if I can.
Sure. Roll me perception with advantage, because you're a big ass telescope.
But with that, I'll close the door and then tell everybody that I don't see Greyson at all.
That was almost a nat 20, but it's a 14, so 18.
Okay. I'll take use of this instrument. Looking around, as everybody can pretty much glean, Greyson is not the most graceful. I mean, he has the air of grace, but unfortunately, when it comes to anything mobile, it's a little bit more challenging. You don't quite see him immediately. You don't really... You're not sure if you saw him at all, but there's a moment where towards the main tower in the center of the courtyard, there was you see a door kind of start to close on its own, and maybe just a wisp of green light.
The fucking one over like the one over here at this far off end.
I will say
Top right. Top right.
all right, so from where you are, let me do a thing.
God damn.
All right, there. So it would be this way.
Okay.
There was you didn't explore much of it, but there was like a secondary courtyard, and in it there
With
were
the cool hand in the fucking cave.
there were some more doors in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So the middle door is what you saw close.
My eyes can fucking twitch. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back over here, and I'm gonna cut the fucking Greyson is on the other door. And I'm saying that exactly in that manner. I'm fucking walking over here. Fucking follow me! And that's exactly what I'm doing. And as soon as I step outside, I'm saying, "Follow me," like that. That's the exact thing that I'm doing.
And all right, so depending on what everyone does next, that's probably where we're gonna end it.
Oh my god.
Good game.
With a wizard missing, with everybody inside what seems to be a very dark wizard's tower, and ominous chanting happening below their feet. We'll see what happens in the next 2 weeks.
Before we leave,
Yes.
and as I'm opening the door, when I say that, I'm gonna come back inside and be like, if anyone needs to poop, do it now, in here. Fuck these guys.
Oh.
As I'm looking at Spud, not you. That's disgusting. We're civil.
I only poop when I'm flying.
Great. Good job.
We're learning so much about everyone's characters today.
Yeah. Cool.
Especially Jeremiah's characters.
Especially Jeremiah.
As you do, where? What up? Unless he's gonna follow you out,
Mhm.
and that's where we're gonna. That's where we'll end it for the night.
Nice.
So
Hi.
you are now essentially within the castle of Skyreach.
So excited.
Let's see what exciting things await you within these walls
Yeah.
that belong to a cloud giant. So yeah, this video will be edited and put on YouTube at a later date. We will see you all next time in the next 2 weeks. The week after this is going to be reroll, so check that out on Monday. We'll be back the following. We've got Hogwarts prep on Wednesday, depending on whether or not Ophelia fucks up the golf.
Apparently, it's receding in strength, so we should be okay.
Wait, Ophelia's thinking.
We'll be fine.
Okay, Ophelia says we'll be fine, so I trust her.
If Sonia says we're fine, oh wait, no, Ophelia says we're.
I would love to see a
They agree on these. They agree on this one thing.
It is going into a tropical depression instead of a hurricane. Great.
A conversation between Sonia and Ophelia is something that I now need desperately.
They do that that one. I don't watch that.
The fusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
okay.
one anime. All right,
Yeah,
bye
that
guys.
So yeah, bye guys.